And welcome to Week 8 football action. It's senior night here at the Courtyard, and we're happy to bring you coverage of that like we try to do every single year. Senior night, always a special night around here for Friday night football. Norwell comes in at 6-1, Huntington North at 2-5. The Knights are ranked number 8 in Class 3A this week, just to kind of get you prepped a little bit. We'll do a full pregame show after the senior night festivities. At this time, let's join public address announcer Jamie Feldheiser for tonight's senior night.
Prior to today's game, we'd like to recognize our senior fall athletes for golf, cheer, and football. Our first senior is golfer Kirtland Lemler. Kirtland is the daughter of Kevin and Tracy Lemler. Kirtland has been a member of the Norwell golf team for 1 year. She has played basketball for 1 year, and next spring she will compete on the softball team for the 4th season. Kirtland's favorite golf memory is messing around during practice with Nevada and Perry. Kirtland's future plans include attending Grace College to study medical imaging. Kirtland Lemler. We now move on to the cheerleaders. Our first senior is Allison Bear. Allie is the daughter of Tony and Sarah Bear. Allie has been a 4-year member of the Norwell cheer team. She participates in competitive cheer with Stealth Athletics for 2 years. Allison was Student of the Year in the campaign through the Leukemia and Lymphoma Society in 2020. Allison's favorite cheer memory is performing at UCA camp with her black eye thanks to Lainey Zimmer. Allison's future plans include attending University of Alabama to pursue a degree in nursing in the hopes to be a pediatric oncology nurse. Allie Bear. Our next senior cheerleader is Grace Book. Grace is the daughter of Julie Reed and Roger and Bethany Book. Grace has been a member of the Norwell cheer team for 4 years. Grace's favorite cheer memories were creating memories in the dorms at UCA camp. Her future plans are to attend Purdue Fort Wayne to pursue a degree in nursing. Grace Book. Our next cheerleader is Grayson Clark. Grayson is the daughter of Shane and Victoria Mason and Dustin Clark. Grayson is a 4-year member of the Norwell cheer team. She has played softball for 2 years. Her favorite cheer memory is when her coaches and teammates encouraged her to step out of her comfort zone and try out for All-American at UCA camp. Grayson's future plans are to attend Indiana Wesleyan University to study sports management and special education. Grayson Clark. Our next senior is Jocelyn Jackson. Jocelyn is the daughter of Aaron and Tamara Jackson. Jocelyn has been a member of the Norwell cheer program for 4 years. Her favorite cheer memory is going to UCA camp with the whole team. Jocelyn's future plans include attending an undecided university to major in physical therapy and to work at Riley Hospital in the future. Jocelyn Jackson. Our next senior is Emily Taylor. Emily is the daughter of Aaron and Jayla Taylor. Emily has been a member of the Norwell cheer program for 4 years. Emily has been an UCA All-American cheerleader for 2 years. She has competed in competitive cheer with Stealth Athletics for 3 years. She has taught tumbling classes at Stealth Athletics for 1 year. She has been involved in the Hope Missionary Church Youth Group for the past 4 years. Her favorite cheer memory is cheering at the Citrus Bowl and being able to spend all 4 years with her stunt group. Emily's future plans include attending an undecided university to pursue a degree in social work or behavioral health. Emily Taylor. Our final senior cheerleader is Lainey Zimmer. Lainey is the daughter of Brad and Lindsay Zimmer. Lainey has been a member of the Norwell cheer program for 4 years. She has been involved in campus life for 4 years, a 2-year member of National Honor Society, and has been on the Riley Dance Marathon Committee for 2 years. Lainey has been a member of Hope Missionary Youth Group for 4 years. Lainey's favorite cheer memories are getting to know all the girls and learning new stunts with her stunt group. Her future plans include attending an undecided university to pursue a degree in education. Lainey Zimmer. We now move on to the football seniors. Our first senior is birthday boy Ethan Beck. Ethan is the son of Sherry Beck and Will Lane. Ethan has been a 4-year member of the Norwell football team. He has played baseball for 1 year, and this spring he will compete on the golf team for the 2nd season. Ethan has been a 10-year member of 4-H and has been involved in campus life throughout high school. Ethan's favorite football memory is singing Beautiful Girl with the team in the locker room at the top of their lungs after a win. Ethan's future plans are undecided at this time. Ethan Beck. Our next senior is Blake Hafley. Blake is the son of Sam and Lisa Hafley. Blake has been a member of the Norwell football program for 4 years. He has played basketball for 2 years, and this spring he will compete on the track team for the 4th year. Blake has been a 10-year member of 4-H. Blake's favorite football memory is also singing Beautiful Girls with his teammates in the locker room after wins. Blake's future plans are also undecided at this time. Blake Hafley. Our next senior is Corey Huss. Corey is the son of Nathan and Missy Huss. Corey has been a member of the Norwell football program for 4 years, and this winter will be managing the wrestling team for the 4th year. Corey is a 10-year member of 4-H. Corey's favorite football memory is being able to stand the sidelines every Friday night. Corey's future plans are undecided at this time. Corey Huss. Up next, we have Bo Morgan. Bo is the son of Eric and Holly Morgan. Bo has been a 4-year member and a 2-year captain of the Norwell football program. In the spring, Bo will compete in his 4th year of baseball. Bo has been involved with Champions Together for 2 years. Bo's favorite football-related memory was beating East Noble his junior year and playing football with some of his best friends over the last 4. Bo's future plans are undecided at this time. Bo Morgan. Our next senior is Cole Patrick. Cole is the son of Mark and Deb Patrick. Cole has been a 3-year member of the Norwell football program, played basketball for 2 seasons, and ran track for 1 year. Cole's favorite football memory is listening to Beautiful Girls after every win in the locker room with his team. Cole's future plans include attending Ivy Tech to pursue an undecided major and to help on the family farm. Cole Patrick. Up next is Ari Riley. Ari is the son of Rob and Candy Riley. Ari has been a member of the Norwell football program for 4 years, played basketball for 1 year, and later this year he will manage the wrestling team for the 3rd year. Ari has been involved with the campus life throughout high school. Ari's favorite football memory are the team meals every Thursday before game day. Ari has enlisted in the Air National Guard and will attend basic training after graduation. Following his military training, he plans to attend an undecided university to study business and construction management. Ari Riley. And our final senior is Braden Ralston. Braden is the son of William Ralston and April Melcher. Braden has been a 1-year member of the Norwell football program. He played baseball for 1 year and enjoys fishing in his free time. Braden's favorite football memory is chasing down the player in the New Haven game. His future plans are currently undecided at this time. Braden Ralston. Norwell fans, let's give these seniors one final round of applause for their contributions to Norwell High
School. All right, so that concludes our senior night festivities. We'll take a short break and we'll return with our full pregame show presented by Billy Ann's Supper Pub after this on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
Thank you for logging on to this broadcast of high school sports on WellsCountyVoice.com. WellsCountyVoice.com, an online service that allows fans and parents to watch high school sports live anywhere and anytime that's convenient for your schedule. As always, we encourage you to go to the games and support the students, but when you simply can't, we're glad you're here with us. This broadcast wouldn't be possible without the support of the sponsors you hear throughout the game, so please support these businesses whenever you can. Now, sit back and enjoy the game.
Week 8 football action is live on WellsCountyVoice.com, presented by Billy Ann's Supper Pub, your local choice for the best Tex-Mex, some of the best burgers in the area, and some of the best American food as well. Good evening, friends, and welcome aboard. Alongside Alex Howard, Christian Bohetta, I'm Derek Decker. It's a pleasure to be with you here tonight as Norwell gets set to take on Huntington North on senior night here at the Courtyard. Alex, last week, Norwell got another big win on the road to DeKalb. You were there. Norwell dominated again start to finish. This defense is on a string of 10 consecutive quarters without allowing a score, and DeKalb didn't get very close last week either.
Yeah, Norwell's offense was the one that struggled out of the gates, but the defense held strong and allowed the offense to get their feet under them. And once it did, they put up 42 straight points to en route to beating DeKalb up there in Waterloo.
Bo, this is a Norwell team coming off of a stretch of really quality football. Just seems like ever since that Leo game, there was a good article about it today in the Journal-Gazette about from Vicki Jacobson about overcoming adversity, about last season not being a one-off. This Norwell team is 6-1, the exact same spot as they were last year at this point, and that 41-7 loss didn't deter them. Their defense has only given up 31 points in the other 6 games combined. Not only the defense is solid and everything's on point, the rushing game is obviously what puts this Norwell team to victory most often than not. You got 2 guys averaging over 100 yards a game in Luke Kraft and John Colbert.
Yeah, as I mentioned in the Belmont game, I was calling that game, and I mentioned, hey, that Leo game, yeah, it's a tough loss. You want to beat Leo, but at the same time, that does not dictate what your season's going to be. You go out, you beat a good East Noble team, you blank them, team averaging over 40 points a game, and you go out and blank them at home. That's a huge win, and it's a lot of confidence. And you look at, as we're going into the sectional, and you look at, that's a winnable sectional, so that's good motivation to win that sectional.
Let's join the Norwell Marching Knights for tonight's national anthem. Outstanding job as always by the Norwell Marching Knights. We will step aside to be back with the balance of our pregame show after this on WellsCountyVoice.com.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available.
Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3000 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into
of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, CATHIE Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor, and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment, or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Welcome back to the courtyard as we're just moments away from kickoff here in Week 8. Norwell and Huntington North here on this Friday night. It's actually turned out to be a really nice night for football as we wrap up our Billy Ann Supper Pub pregame show. Derek Decker with Alex Howard, Christian Bohetta here tonight. And we've battled through the rain really all day. There's some surface fog starting to roll in. But at the moment, the skies are clear, and we should remain mostly dry for the majority of the game. It's a rather warm night for this time of year. It's still 75 degrees out here this evening just ahead of kickoff, as Norwell won the toss here tonight, and they will defer to the second half. And so they'll kick right to left across your computer, tablet, iPad, phone, TV, whatever you're watching us on here tonight. We thank you for joining us on this Friday night for Week 8 football action. Drew Graff will kick it off for the Knights. Back deep to receive, a couple for Huntington North. Luke Toish is the man back deep, averaging 21 yards a return, as the right foot of Graff drives a low line drive kick to the 20-yard line where it is returnable. And out to the 30 is the return man, Lucas Thorne, who was not set up to be the return guy on that particular attempt. Returns it for 12 yards, and Huntington North will start on their own 30-yard line.
Excited to see what Norwell's defense does against this unique Huntington North offense.
Indeed.
Norwell's defense set the tone early in a lot of their games this year. Like last week, as Alex mentioned in the pregame show, offense took a little while to get going, but defense setting the tone, averaging only giving up a little over 10 points a game on defense is Norwell defense here. So
very tight formation. The Knights nearly jump on first down. Thorne breaks a tackle, and he's across the 40-yard line. Thorne is down across midfield, and he rips off a 21-yard first down run to put Huntington North in plus territory on the first play of the game.
Well, for Huntington North, that's exactly how you want to start the game. Plus yardage on a great play call, kind of a little counter action there. They pulled a guard. Norwell's got 8 guys in the box, which you expect them to do when Huntington North has no wideouts. So this will be a battle in the trenches tonight for sure.
They start 2 tight ends, 2 halfbacks, and a fullback. Thorne again on first down. He runs behind a man, and Cade Shelton drags him down from behind, but plenty of space up front. He gets 7, and another big first down run for Thorne.
Both first down plays here, they've definitely gotten holes, in the offensive line. They're controlling the line of scrimmage these first 2 plays. Norwell defense maybe coming out a little flat, and this Huntington North offense taking advantage of it.
To be fair, this Huntington North offense averages 342 yards a game, 241 on the ground, and that's in conference play. The Vikings just 1-4 in conference. Here's a counter to Wagner. And Wagner is being pulled forward. He's about a yard shy of the first down at the 40-yard line. Shirley Bowe, though, 4-down territory here for HN.
Yeah, for sure, especially with a run-heavy Huntington North offense. They're going to trust their run, only a yard to gain here. So you definitely think this is 4-down territory.
Huntington North line's also got about a yard of push every play here.
Norwell fans trying to make a little bit of noise. Holy Moses, the entire right side of the line moves, and that's a big penalty. It'll back it up and make it 3rd down and 6. This Norwell defense is extraordinarily stingy on 3rd down, allowing opponents to convert just 29% of the time. And when you work yourselves in positions, instead of having 3rd and 1, 3rd and 6, huge change here for HN and a lot to get back here on 3rd down.
Yeah, it definitely is, especially when, like I said, you're a run-heavy offense. It's a lot bigger, more of a difference here. Maybe turns it from 4-down territory to punt here.
And the first down run goes for Lucas Thorne. A good play fake that time as Keegan Landrum gave a pass fake, and it will go for a first down to the 34-yard line. They pick up 11 and move the chains again.
Tell you what, this Norwell defense is going to have to do something, make some adjustments here, maybe throw in another guy on the line. They're just getting owned right now up front.
And it's real interesting because this game last year was not close. Bo, we were over in Huntington, and Norwell dominated from the outset. It did end up being 30-14, but it was a lot more lopsided than that. Exactly, and those 2 scores came late in the 4th quarter for Huntington. Thorne pushes behind another blocker. Luke Graff drags him down from behind alongside Aiden Rusu, and he's down to the 30-yard line for a first down gain of 4.
Well, if that lead blocker is able to get to the second level, this running back's going to have a day, because if he gets to the second level and blocks that linebacker, really the only guy back there to stop him is a safety, and he's going to get at least 10 or 12 yards in every play.
Thorne is actually already over his game average of 39 in conference play, and 276 yards on 65 carries, goes for about 4 yards a carry. Not a lot of room up front this time, but a couple yards there. Huntington's gone forward on every play. Nothing backwards yet. That's the key against this stingy Norwell defense. This time it was Noah Wagner, the opposite side halfback. 3rd down and 3 coming up for HN.
Just keep the ball moving. That's what Huntington North is going to have to do on this Norwell defense. This would be a big stop for Norwell here, but you'd still think that this is 4-down territory for Huntington North. I'm not sure what a field goal kicker looks like.
They don't.
So, yeah, definitely 4-down territory then.
Landon Zider is the guy to do it, and he is 15 of 16 on PATs, but does not have the distance, especially from here. Handoff goes and nowhere close to a 1st down. Couple yards there. And I think that was Luke Toish with the carry. Now they will rotate 5 or 6 guys to get the ball here tonight. Toish is the 5'10 sophomore. He got about 1.5 yards, and it'll be a short 4th down and 3. They'll call it unofficially. Down to the Norwell 27-yard line, and the Vikings set up to go for it.
This will be an interesting play call from Huntington North. Norwell's been bringing a lot of blitzers. I wonder if they'd set up some type of screen or something like that. Norwell's selling out on the run. Let's see if they set something up like that.
Handoff. 1st down.
Wow.
As Lucas Thorne once again finds a little bit of a hole. He bursts through it down inside the 19-yard line, and the Vikings find themselves in the red zone on a 4th down conversion.
Well, the play before that play there, Blake Hafley made a good play evading the block. That time he wasn't able to evade that, and that gave Huntington North the 1st down.
And this Norwell defensive line it's on its heels right now. It's getting pushed back a yard or 2 every play at the point of attack, and
it's just something we're not used to seeing, right?
And that's something that impacts the linebackers because you have a D lineman in your lap right away.
1st down for the Vikings on the 19-yard line. Norwell almost jumps once again. It's Thorne again, and they've run it to the right side basically every play. And for the most part, it's been pretty reliable, 4 or 5 yards. He gets 5 this time on 1st down.
Well, you wonder if they've seen on film a weakness in that right side of that Norwell defense.
And that weakness would be not Brody Bullen on that side.
Yeah, exactly. And it's of note, Norwell, it looks like they're going to jump on every play. You think maybe they're keeping that D-line on their heels by maybe throwing them off with a snap count, running a different snap count every time, not going on something normal every time.
2nd down and 5 upcoming for the Vikings. They started this drive back on their own 30-yard line and have marched inside the Norwell red zone, threatening to score. It's a keeper this time for Landrum. Landrum powering forward near another 1st down. Clock will stop. He's at the 9. It'll move the chains. 1st and goal for Huntington North.
What a great first drive for Huntington North.
Yeah, but it's got to end in points.
But it definitely does have to end in points. But, man,
see,
come out on senior night and drive the field like this.
And Norwell is going to take a timeout here. So I think maybe a good timeout there, try to get guys calmed down here before the goal line stand that the Knights are going to try to put up. Nick Huffman is a Bluffton High School graduate, and he's ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. Nick is part of the Steffen Group and can be reached at 827-8255 or find him on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. And be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement, Bluffton Roofing owner James Worth will suggest the proper course of action that's best for your home. Bluffton Roofing, quality first, home improvement. Huntington North inside the 10-yard line. 1st down and goal set up on the 9-yard line. Norwell takes a timeout, and this has been a really impressive drive by Huntington right out of the gates. We know that they're talented offensively, but Norwell's defense just haven't given up hardly anything to any team outside of Leo the whole year. Again, they're on a streak of 10-plus quarters straight without giving up a score, and that's in serious jeopardy here.
I think that's what makes this drive from Huntington North even more impressive is, you know, we've all seen and watched Norwell defense all year, and this is not usual of this Norwell defense to give up a long drive like this. As many plays as Huntington North ran, and they're getting positive yards in every play.
Definitely a tone-setting drive here for Huntington North coming in and saying we're not scared of anything.
Handoff Thorne. Thorne pushing to the 5, and Graff chops him down. He's down to the 4-yard line, and again, 5 yards on 1st down.
Do you think Norwell maybe looks at Huntington North going, oh, you're 2-5, 1-4 in the conference. It's senior night. You know, maybe they're not as amped up as they would be for other games.
Well, in that play, McCarver pushed Blake Hafley into the freaking end zone. Like, that's something that doesn't ever happen.
Half the first quarter gone, too, guys. This is eating up a huge chunk. we're moving along nicely here on this Friday night, but Huntington is near the goal line, trying to punch it in on the opening drive and set the tone here at the Courtyard. Landrum has the snap. Landrum keeps it, tries to run to the left. He's down near the 2, and I guess they'll mark him back at the 3. So a gain of just 1 there. Nothing all that much to write home about. 3rd down and goal, and this is where this Norwell defense over the course of the year has been pretty impressive with some goal line stands, but Huntington's been able to move the ball pretty efficiently to this point.
Yeah, Huntington's called good 3rd down plays so far on this drive. I wouldn't expect anything different. Somebody from Norwell's defense has got to step up here, though.
And here's where you can kind of take advantage of your Norwell. You might catch a Huntington North team that's a little antsy to get going, get in the end zone here with a little goal line stand coming.
They do have a false start already on this drive. Handoff Thorne. Thorne is stood up at the 1 and driven back, and finally the whistle blows. It'll be 4th and goal for Huntington North. And some late extracurricular activity. No flag, though. So they'll mark it at the 1-yard line. Over 7 minutes of this first quarter is gone. And Huntington North is going to have an easy decision to go for it here on 4th down and a yard.
Yeah, and I don't actually mind the extra stuff there from Huntington North or from both sides because, you know, if you're Norwell, you kind of got punched in the mouth here on the first drive, and Huntington North's kind of been stepping all over you. So Huntington North's going to keep going here, keep the foot on the throttle here.
If you want to ruin a drive, this is how you do it right here.
A little crowd trying to make a little bit of noise. 4th and goal for Huntington North. Handoff. It's Toysh to the pylon. He is knocked out, and he's in for a touchdown, and the Norwell fans can't believe it. It was a late call from the near side line judge, and Huntington North strikes first on the 1-yard touchdown run from Luke Toysh.
It looked like that call could have went either way. Obviously, that ref has a way better angle than 100% of the fans up here in the stands. He's right there on it, and a little interesting setup here for the extra point. I'm sure they'd shift over here. Maybe.
Toysh with his 4th touchdown run of the season, and he makes it 6-0 with the extra point pending here. Landon Zider on for the PAT. It's a low one, but it is through. And Huntington North has come on the road to Norwell. They open things up with a 7-minute, 40-second, 70-yard drive for a touchdown where they converted on 4th down twice to take a 7-0 lead. At Hyundai Automotive Group, their next satisfied customer will be you, serving Wells County and the surrounding area with a great selection of new and used vehicles with an outstanding service department. Visit HyundaiMotors.com to view their inventory and visit the Kaler Nickel Foundation YMCA today at 550 West Dustman in Bluffton. When you join the Y, you're not just a member of a facility, you're a part of something greater. Take the first step towards a healthier you and join the Y. 7-0 HN here on the road. A couple of really good 4th down conversions on that drive. They did not have a singular negative play in the drive, something this Norwell team has hung their hat on really all season long. And very impressive. And Ken, I hate to beat the dead horse here, Alex, but set the tone is a great word to do what Huntington North just did.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, you come in here on Norwell senior night, and you talk about making a statement. You drive down basically the length of the field. They started, in between the 20 and the 30-yard line.
At the 30, yeah.
Opposite side, and drive almost 70 yards for an opening score against a defense that you said has not given up a score in 10 quarters now. And
well, that comes to an end.
That comes to an end. So, and the thing to watch here is, you know, a lot of these Norwell defenders also play offense. So how does that kind of correspond? How do they punch back?
This kickoff comes from Jason Toysh. Line drive, returned at the 20. They're going to reverse it. Drew Graft across the field. And look who that is on special teams. It's Bo Morgan who gets dragged down out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So a little razzle-dazzle on the kickoff return. It has Norwell with relatively good field position to set up their first drive.
Yeah, that's something. I'm not a huge fan of special team trick plays like that. I think it's risky.
We don't see it often.
You don't see it very often, but you know, I have a unique advantage of being part
also
of the
backup
staff.
Quarterback throwing
right. being a part of this coaching staff last year is something that they have put in the playbook. They just haven't really ran. But again, not something I'm a huge fan of. It's just risky, especially early in a game like this.
Trying to kickstart their offense. They start on their own 35-yard line, and Bo Morgan back on offense. That's the big storyline for Norwell here tonight. He's been out for several weeks with an injury. Graft gets the carry on first down, runs to the left, and as normal has about 5 yards, maybe 4.5. He is tackled on the play outside by Bailey Landrum, the nose tackle, who sprinted over to get to him. 4.5 on first down to set up 2nd and 6.
Yeah, we definitely expect Norwell to be about the same as Huntington North they'll pass a little bit more than Huntington North though, but Norwell for sure can get what they want running the ball here.
Bailey's only attempted 61 passes on the season. Hand off to Colbert on second down. Colbert slicing through defenders and falls forward for a first down out of the 48-yard line. A pickup for Colbert of 8.5. First down, Norwell.
Yeah, and Norwell last season, if you remember, against up there at Huntington North, they were able to trap whoever they wanted on the line. Brody Bolin had a field day on the end, and was able. The Knights were able to run whichever direction they wanted, and it looks like they're going to do the same thing here.
Misdirection play. Colbert trying to stretch it out, and it's a tackle for loss by Luke Toish, who busts into the backfield and drops Colbert for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, a negative gain here a negative run here for Norwell, which is not always what you want to do. You want to stay in front of the chains here. Good defensive stand there for Huntington North right at the point of attack, and we'll see how Norwell does here behind the sticks.
You can definitely tell Huntington North's prepping for the run. They've got 3 down linemen, and they have 5 linebackers. You know, they got man out on the edge, and that's Norwell could hit at that.
Granted, that is their regular defensive setup: 5 linebackers and 2 corners and just a single safety. Graff the toss on second down. He's got a block. Graff across the 45 into Viking territory. And he's got a first down as he is taken down out of bounds on the play. Coming over to make the tackle, the backup corner, Colt Hacker. The Knights move the chains down to the Huntington 38.
Yeah, and this Norwell crowd getting into it now. They want
It's pretty loud tonight.
Yeah, we expected a lighter crowd with the weather, but again, pork chop dinner today for the Lady Knights, and a lot of people sticking around for that.
And it's always a big part of our halftime. Another good push. Well, one thing hasn't changed. It's Norwell's offense has come out with their usual firepower, Alex, and really don't look intimidated being bent down 7-0.
Yeah, and that's something we missed in the first quarter at DeKalb last week, is that kind of fire and that push right off the bat. It kind of took them a little bit to get their feet under them, and
it did.
It's nice to see them kind of respond here in this first drive.
Norwell turned it over on downs on their first time. Actually, it ended up being a fumble by Leighton Bailey on 4th down. Second, Bailey to throw for the first time tonight. He's got all day. And he shovel passes it forward to Luke Graff. And he's tackled a yard shy of the first down. Josh Gerber not pleased with the spot. Maybe a half a yard short. 3rd down and inches for Norwell.
I think Gerber was a little bit more upset that Leighton Bailey didn't pull the trigger on something down the field. But this quarterback, Leighton Bailey, has gotten a lot better with his reads as the years gone by, and he's sitting in the pocket a little bit more.
Cade Shelton was uncovered early, and now Noah Wagner comes over to cover him. Graff gets the carry. He has a first down easily, and he's down to the 25-yard line where Norwell moves the chains again.
Yeah, similar to Huntington North's drive, able to get 2-3 yards of carry, sometimes more.
Yeah, boy, this first quarter is flying by, isn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Well, we've only seen 1 attempted pass in his first quarter, and it was Bailey with a shovel pass. It wasn't even overhand.
Mahomes pass. That's what that is.
Creativity. Huntington North brings a blitz. Handoff goes, and the ball's free, and I think Huntington North has jumped on it. The Vikings recover. John Colbert lost the handle initially, and the Vikings get a turnover as the Knights see their drive come to an end just outside the 20-yard line.
Yeah, Knights trying to hit a quick little trap there to Colbert, kind of get the defense moving their eyes with the Graff, and then come back with Colbert, and just not able to get the handoff there from Leighton Bailey. And we just see this Huntington North offense back out again after another great drive and a minute left in the quarter.
Tell you what, if you're Huntington North, this is exactly what you'd hope that would happen.
Dream start, right?
I mean, you march the field, take over half the quarter. Norwell starts driving, gets in their territory, and force a turnover.
Another counter. This is Alex Gallegos for maybe a yard. That is Norwell's just 4th turnover on the year. They are plus 12 on the season. Coming into the game, Hafley makes the tackle for Norwell, and Huntington North will have to send a player off because of a helmet coming off, so they'll need a sub. It's 2nd down and 9. As we're still stopped for some reason. Looks like the umpire talking to a Norwell defender. Well, everybody's huddled around the 25-yard line. Hafley's going to be sent off now. So I don't know, maybe a chin strap broke or something.
One of his pads out of his helmet, I think. Yeah.
That must have been the case.
Snap in, snap right out. That's what it
All right, so the clock back on the move here in this first quarter, nearing an end already. Huntington North with the football. They drove 70 yards on their first drive for a score. Norwell fumbled just outside the 20 to give Huntington North the football back. Vikings lead 7-0. And Landrum takes the snap on second down. Hand off to the left and stood up at the 25-yard line, and now a late hit out of bounds is going to go against Norwell and give Huntington a first down.
Not sure who's over there that did that.
Norwell's been relatively disciplined in that department this year.
Like Bodenheimer going to get in for it.
I think you're right. We really just haven't seen all that many penalties, and that was well after the play. We'll get our first call tonight from the white hat Kevin Brown from Indianapolis. It is indeed a personal foul against Norwell. And that'll give Huntington North a first down to the 40-yard line.
That was interesting right there. It was definitely a late hit there by Bodenheimer, but he never really took him to the ground. And then the officials came running over that sideline like there was something extra there.
Yeah.
But Bodenheimer was walking back towards the huddle, so
maybe again, it wasn't on Bodenheimer then. There was somebody else over there, so we may have had
I saw Bodenheimer lay the hit, but I'm
right. It may have been something else.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like you said, Alex, it was kind of just
we were yards and yards and yards
well,
away,
and it obviously had to be pretty clear because two officials threw the flag.
Right.
Landrum on the move, tosses it forward for McCarver, who has a first down and a big gainer across the Norwell 40. McCarver has caught 12 passes for 240 on the year with a touchdown. That's what he does out of the fullback slot. They wheeled him out of the backfield, and it's a big gainer into Norwell territory.
Yeah, and we were before the game here, we were talking about the running back totals aren't that big, but you mentioned McCarver and his reception yards, and that's why right there a lot of teams fall asleep on that kind of action and bringing that fullback out to the flat.
Probably the final play of the first quarter. The run for Thorne. Thorne with a big burst again down near another first down. He's about a yard short. That'll take us to the end of the first quarter. Fellas, Huntington North coming into the game had given up 106 points in the first quarter alone on the season, and they have a 7-0 lead, much to the delight of the Viking crowd on the road at the Courtyard.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Back here at the Courtyard, 7-0 Huntington North, and the Vikings are driving again, fellas. They've got the ball down at the 29-yard line of Norwell. They've got a second down and one, rather. They have had no trouble moving the football, Bo. This is as good as an offense has looked outside of Leo all season long against the Knights.
Well, this Norwell defense is not getting any push up front. It's not helping out the second level and the linebackers and the safety. They're not able to flow when the guys in front of them are getting pushed back into the gaps.
Second down and a yard. Snap back to Landrum. Counter once again, and a first down. Bolin had a piece of Gallegos from behind, but he has a first down to the 27-yard line, and it's another chain-moving run for the Vikings.
As long as they get 3 or 4 yards of play, that equals a first down in 3 or 4.
It's very Norwell-esque, is it not?
It's exactly. And, running the football, I mean, we saw him pass that one time, but running the football keeps the clock rolling. And,
yeah,
as long as you keep the ball out of this Norwell's offense hands, you're able to dictate the time of possession. That's going to be
they have totally dictated it to this point. That first drive lasted 7 minutes and 40 seconds. Another big burst, and this Huntington North offense is getting whatever they want in this first quarter, and now the second quarter they are driving. They're in the red zone now, as they've got a 2nd down and 1. First down run of 9's become a commonplace here tonight.
And he laid a hit on that one. You could hear from up here. He took it to Trace Mosier there. Norwell defense, they're on their heels right now. They're just getting punched in the mouth. We thought maybe the first drive, after the first drive, they'd adjust. Defensive coordinator Matt Taylor get into them, rip into them, get some energy into them. But Huntington North's doing the same thing they did in the first drive here in the second drive.
Well, and the Knights were really close to a stop before the Bodenheimer personal foul penalty as well.
Big handoff and powering forward Luke Toish. And now a Norwell player, I think Hafley is down a little bit shaken up from the backfield. Actually, I think it's Luke Grafts who's kind of walking one off. By the way, there is some distant lightning here tonight. As there's also camera flashes, but there is some distant lightning. It's well away from us. We're going to stay dry, likely for the remainder of the contest. But more importantly, first down and goal again for Huntington North down at the 9. They converted on a 4th and goal from the 1 on their first drive, and this is a very similar looking drive as their first one.
Well, they're not really, doesn't look like they're having too much difficulty moving the ball.
Not at all.
They're picking up 5, averaging 6 yards a carry here.
Toish busting across the 5 and down to the 2-yard line. Toish is caught from behind by Stuart McCabe on the inside. 2nd down and goal down at the 2. First down run of 7.
Norwell's got to find a way. They got to start bringing some blitzers into these gaps or do something to clog them up.
And I think Norwell just jumped offside. It's encroachment, and this will get Huntington a yard closer. Ooh, they got a false start. It certainly looked like, looked like maybe Kyle Zettis on the right side got an early start, but apparently was drawn off. At least that's to where he was been judged, and it's damaging. So now that takes away basically all of that first down run.
2nd and goal on the 7.
2nd and goal down to the 7.
Well, Norwell's got to get a stop here. They got to find a way to stop this Huntington North offense.
They shift both tight ends. Here's a floating pass to the end zone. It's batted up and falls incomplete. Looking for Dylan Trout, the tight end, to the far side, and Trout couldn't haul it in. There was a lot of air under that pass from Landrum. 3rd down.
Nice job by Neuenschwander going up and high pointing the ball, knocking it down instead of going up to try to pick it. In Huntington North's end zone, you go up and try to pick that and accidentally knock that up, and that ends up being no good. So that's a good job by Neuenschwander to just knock that down.
All right, big play coming up for the Vikings on 3rd and goal. It's Toish. Toish hops over a defender, and he's to the 5-yard line before he is driven back. Again, Stuart McCabe alongside Aiden Rusu. 4th down and goal on the 5-yard line for Huntington, and this brings in a little bit more important of a decision. This is a spot where the Vikings could choose to take, or at least try to take, a 2-score lead.
It's only a couple yards more than an extra point. Yeah, you're on the right hash, but I mean, it's just a chip shot for Google guy. The extra point didn't look too great. It was low line drive, but
and they spread it out on 4th down. It's a pass. It's caught, and now it's dropped.
Great play.
Intended for Cam McCarver.
Yeah, John Colbert, nice play there, knocking that up.
Well, he got in there from behind, Bo. McCarver was the intended receiver. He had a big gainer early on in the series, and Huntington North drives. They get deep into the Norwell red zone, but they fail to score. That's a big stand by the Norwell defense.
That's huge, and now for the key for Norwell is to move the ball. They were moving the ball in the last drive. They just had that hiccup and fumbled there, gave the Huntington North the ball back, but man, that's a huge stop. Huntington North would have went up 14.
It's a lot different than 7-0.
It definitely is. So,
especially in a game like this where both teams run the football well and it's a clock-eating first half. Handoff on 1st down, and Colbert lowers his shoulder and has a first down as he falls forward across the 15-yard line. A first down run of 11, tackled on the play by Landon Sider, the inside linebacker, one of 3 of them here tonight, and Norwell has a first down.
Yeah, after the crowd got into it there on the 4th down stop, it looks like the offense is going to get right to work here with a nice first down run.
Toss play. Colbert. And not a lot of room there. Nice break on the play from the outside. And the tackle on the play made by Sam Close, the linebacker, 5'9" junior. 2nd and 9 after a gain of 1.
Yeah, and Colbert not really able to get going there. He got a little slow out of gates.
Sam Close makes his first official tackle in conference play for Huntington North. Bailey takes the snap, looks to throw on 2nd and 9. Has a man over the middle. It's caught by Cade Shelton, and he is taken down across the 35-yard line. Wyatt Couch, the safety, makes the tackle on the play. Shelton, his 4th grab of the year. Another Norwell first down.
Yeah, and behind this offensive line, Leighton Bailey's been able to sit comfortably in the pocket and make reads down the field. And Cade Shelton able to find a hole there and kind of slowed up, sat, made sure Leighton was able to throw it to him, and Knight's moving along here.
Colbert again. Colbert with a head of steam. Across the 40 down to the 43. And Ari Riley fighting with Landon Zeider back deep past the play. And those guys, a little extracurricular talking after the play. 7 yards on first down for Colbert, who has been the featured back on this drive for Norwell.
I like to see Norwell spread it out. I think both times they've chosen to pass, there's guys that have been open.
Colbert first down to midfield.
But when you're on the ball like that, you don't really need to pass it too much. Running is a little safer, and Norwell's doing what they want here on this drive to fight back that and break this game back to even.
It seems like they're getting a lot more success up the middle than trying to toss sweeps on the edge. So I assume they stick to that.
Cohen Bailey lined up to the near side. Colbert again. And boy, it's just been straight up the middle on this play as the rain begins to fall here in Ossian, as it's not falling all that hard, but it is falling at the moment. We've been seeing flashes of lightning most of the night, although that's well into the distance, back off to the south and east of us here.
Didn't someone say we were going to stay dry most of this game here?
I don't recall saying that. That's a false start by Norwell or illegal shift. Either way, it is going to back them up 5 yards.
Penalty on the Knights for a false start.
A couple guys on the right side of the line got an early start, and Bodenheimer was moving forward.
Makes it 2nd and 9.
Well, if we do have a delay tonight, if we had the ability to pull up old games and run a Norwell football classic, we would certainly do that. But we can't. 2nd and 9 after the false start penalty. Toss to Colbert. Colbert on the pitch. Colbert moving to his left, and Colbert driven out of bounds by Gallegos, the outside linebacker, finally at the 38-yard line, out of bounds, but it's another first down. Again, Norwell moving the football with ease despite the penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. They're getting, again, good push up front, and nice block there by Bo Morgan in his return back from injury. So good to see him out there and making an impact here right away in the first half.
So looks like this brief round of rain will be relatively short-lived. Colbert only a couple yards on this first down, tackled from behind. Once again, Huntington North is using guys all over defense. I'm telling you, they've rotated in basically 2 entire units worth already. And Coy Peffley makes the tackle, the starting left tackle on offense, and he's starting on defense here tonight as well. 2nd down and 8.
Well, if Norwell wanted to pass, with this rain coming down, I'd say they're probably going to stick to the run now.
At least for the time being. This is Graff for the first time on this drive. Graff, look at the block by Brody Bolin, pushing guys backwards. That's a first down, and that is an impressive collegiate-level block by Brody Bolin.
Yeah, that's the guy you want to run behind 9 times out of 10, 10 times out of 10, 19 times out of 10. You want to find the big old 5'4", and you want to run right behind him.
Holy Moses, he was driving guys back. I think it was Cam McCarver, who's not that small. McCarver listed at 6'1", 225, and he was completely overpowered by the much stronger Bolin. Graft tries to lower the boom moving forward, and he's down to the 22-yard line. A gain of 4 on first down. Knights are having no trouble moving the football on this drive. We're less than 5 minutes to go, though, Alex, in the first half. This thing has flown by. This is only the second drive for Norwell after fumbling on their first drive. Huntington North scored on their opening drive and then turned it over on downs inside the Norwell 10-yard line. So, again, we've played most of the game on the Norwell side of the field, and now they're driving on their second attempt. The toss to Graft. Graft tries to stretch it to the outside. Gallegos tries to grab him around the waistline, and he is forced out of bounds, well short of a first down at the 17-yard line. It'll bring up third down and short here for the Knights.
Yeah, and the most important thing here for Norwell, obviously take care of the ball. You don't want to repeat of last series, but at the same time, you know, looking up at the clock, you have plenty of time. Just make sure this ball gets in the end zone here.
Third and a yard. Easily first down for Graft, who's still on his feet, and finally taken down inside the 10-yard line. But a first down run for Luke Graft. Colt Hacker, the corner, again on the tackle, and a Viking is down here. And so play will be stopped for the moment. While we have just a second, we'll let you know that Daniels Jewelers features bridal, fine, and fun jewelry, fossil and citizen watches, along with SteelX and much more. Located in the Interurban Park in Bluffton, Daniels offers resetting and redesigning of your jewelry. Visit Daniels Jewelers in Bluffton or online at danielsjewelers.net. So we will step aside and find out who is down for Huntington North. Under 5 to play in the first half, and the Vikings lead 7-0.
Going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Do you have the power to move your career? AAM's Bluffton manufacturing facility is quickly growing and looking for machine operators, assembly workers, and more to join them as they deliver power to move the world. Opportunities offer competitive wages, full benefits package, shift premiums, immediate paid time off, 11 paid holidays, or starts with our people. Apply today. www.aam.com/Bluffton or call 260-824-6.
Now through October 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells counties. Some restrictions apply.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Thunder and lightning, rock and roll, even peanut butter and jelly. There are some things in this world that just naturally seem to go together. At Farmers and Merchant State Bank, it's you and us. That's why at F&M, we're always ready to partner with you on all your financial needs, from checking and savings to auto loans and more. Now that's pretty black and white. Farmers and Merchants, you and us. Learn more at fm.bank, member FDIC.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
Back here at the courtyard as we get a look at Coy Peffley, who is down for Huntington North, and likely some additional medical staff is going to be brought on here as this has brought the otherwise swiftly moving first half to a screeching halt. as a rather serious injury is unfolding here for Coy Peffley and this Huntington North team. He's played on both sides of the ball tonight, the starting left tackle, and he's also played a lot of minutes and a lot of snaps on defense. He has not gotten up from his back where he has laid since he went down and immediately fell to the ground during that play. And so we'll likely have a continued and extended timeout here as both teams are on the sidelines. The Huntington North sideline just got up from taking a knee. The Norwell offense is on the ground right now as well as a serious situation is unfolding. We'll be back when we have more here from the courtyard.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. A place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family. This is ASEAN Assisted Living, where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
Did you sprain your ankle playing with your kids last night? Have you had a nagging pain while training for an upcoming race? Or do you have an upcoming surgery? Indiana Physical Therapy understands how important and valuable your time is to you. At Indiana Physical Therapy, we can schedule you within 24 hours at any of our 19 convenient clinics. With trusted results, you can count on Indiana Physical Therapy to get you better, faster. You don't need a referral from your doctor and all insurances are accepted, including Anthem. IPT is your choice for physical therapy. So what are you waiting for? Call Indiana Physical Therapy right now at 260-209-2464 to schedule an appointment or go online to indianapt.com. Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available.
Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3000 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674. Or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Hello, Tim Steffen Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Steffen Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Steffen, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Steffen Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Steffen Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Steffen is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Steffen Financial Group. Tim Steffen and Steffen Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
Well, once again, we're in extended delay here at the courtyard as the Huntington North Vikings have Coy Peffley down on the ground, and he has not moved a lot since he went down initially. I'm sure being told by the medical staff out there to stay as still as possible. We're expecting to see some sort of professional medical help coming in here shortly, as there was not an ambulance on site here tonight. There normally is. But we are expecting one to be en route here because Coy Peffley is in a situation where all football players fear to be, and unfortunately those fears are being realized here tonight. And it comes at a time when Huntington North is leading this game close to the end of the second quarter. They've really been the dominating team in this first half, and they were close to taking a 2-score lead. They lead it 7-0. And Norwell is knocking on the doorstep, but we've been stopped play now for about 10 or 15 minutes already, as this has been a long delay and is not going to end anytime soon until we have professional medical assistance here. They did carry on a stretcher, and then they were waved off, so they're going to wait for the professionals to arrive on site here. The rain has stopped for whatever that's worth, or it's at least slowed significantly, as we had a brief round of showers here tonight. We were moving on at an incredible clip. Of course, there's only been 2 attempted passes in this first half, and almost everything's in bounds, and frankly only a couple penalties as well. We've moved about as quick as a high school football game can, but that has come to a stop here with the injury to Coy Peffley. We'll take another break, and again, we'll have more updates as they become available to us here at the courtyard.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Cathie.Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
Do you have the power to move your career? AAM's Bluffton manufacturing facility is quickly growing and looking for machine operators, assembly workers, and more to join them as they deliver power to move the world. Opportunities offer competitive wages, full benefits package, shift premiums, immediate paid time off, 11 paid holidays, and endless opportunities for growth and development. At AAM Bluffton Manufacturing Facility, the power starts with our people. Apply today. www.aam.com/Bluffton or call 260-824-6870. That's 824-6870 for more information.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. A professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on October 14th and pay $14 for the entire month. Join on the 15th, pay $15, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA, now through October 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County. Some restrictions apply.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Thunder and lightning, rock and roll, even peanut butter and jelly. There are some things in this world that just naturally seem to go together. At Farmers and Merchant State Bank, it's you and us. That's why at F&M, we're always ready to partner with you on all your financial needs, from checking and savings to auto loans and more. Now that's pretty black and white. Farmers and Merchants, you and us. Learn more at fm.bank, member FDIC.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs, and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Once again, we're on an extended delay here at the courtyard as Coy Peffley is down for the Vikings, and we're waiting on professional medical help to arrive. Both teams have begun warming up again. The Vikings in an end zone. Norwell still kind of hanging around on the sideline. They've got a stretcher out there and a whole crew of medical personnel as well as team staff is surrounding Coy Peffley right now, who has not moved a lot. He stayed on his back. since he was initially injured. We have not had anybody else arrive to this point. That's why we're on the long delay. Huntington North leading Norwell 7-0 as we tick towards 4 minutes left in this first half. And if you're just tuning in, this is probably a little bit of a surprising score. Norwell did fumble on their first drive. Huntington North went on a 7-minute, 40-second drive for 70 yards to open the game and score the go-ahead touchdown. And then since then, they got the fumble, and then they turned it over on downs inside the Norwell 5-yard line. They were threatening to go up 2 scores. Now Norwell's on the return trip. So it's been 2 drives per team in this first half, and the second one for Norwell is not done, as Peffley has been lifted onto the stretcher as he lays pretty still here tonight. It's hard to speculate, and we obviously don't want to do that, but it's hard to say what happened exactly to Peffley, as Kurt Hunt, the sheriff on duty, is out there tonight as well. He is the resource officer here at Norwell, but there's a whole group of staff. Peffley, the 6-foot, 234-pound junior, starting left tackle, starting on defense tonight as well. Or if he didn't start, came in early on in the contest, and he's been involved in several plays on the defensive end. As we get a look at Peffley on there, the officials just kind of hanging around behind, well outside the tight circle around Peffley, and now they will lift him up onto a movable area. Again, I still don't think we've seen anybody arrive as far as an ambulance is concerned. I don't know, it's kind of hard to see from down there, and now a well-deserved long round of applause of the football, and now you have a long delay. And granted, we're still going to finish before some teams in the first half, even after that. I was
just going to say that's still
long
only
delay.
8 o'clock.
And I didn't see exactly when we started, but this had to be close to a half an hour stoppage, about a 25-minute delay more than likely. Now the clock is on the move, and we're back to football. First down and goal for Norwell. Cohen Bailey lined up to the near side. Bailey will hand it off to Graft, who is wrapped up and taken back. I don't think he even got positive yards, maybe 1 down to the 7. Graft has gotten that good push along with the rest of the Norwell offensive line. Obviously, the most notable part about Norwell being in this particular situation, they fumbled last time, and really that's been the play of the game so far for Huntington North.
Right, as I said before the delay, the most important thing is getting points here, getting 7 back on the board and evening this ball game.
Handoff goes to Graft. Graft dances to the outside. Graft to the end zone, and Norwell's an extra point away from tying the game.
Great vision there by Graft. The initial hole wasn't there. Able to bounce a couple gaps over, find a little hole, and bust it for 6. Norwell on the board with 3:42 left in the half. Something we didn't expect here.
And again, it's hard to say exactly what would have happened anyway, but that kind of injury, at least to finish off a drive, if you're Huntington's defense, you want to get off the field.
Absolutely.
And just try to restart things on offense, because that can take the wind out of your sails pretty quick, and understandably so. Austin DeLeon is on for the extra point, perfect to this point on the year, and he puts this one through to tie this game at 7. DeLeon is now 14 for 14. The Knights have only missed 1 extra point all season long. Well, Tim Steffen and his staff at Steffen Financial Group they're a full-service financial firm committed to helping people pursue their financial goals by identifying your goals and helping make sound decisions to reach them. And Dr. Josh Bell strives to help you heal and stay healthy for years to come with individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages. Don't suffer from chronic pain. Corrective Chiropractic can help. Located at 360 North Main Street in Bluffton. Well, we're all square at 7 apiece now with 3:42 left in the second quarter, Bo. This is a game that, again, Norwell has had their way offensively too. Let's not overshadow that fact. It's just the fumble that's really hurting them right now. But Huntington North has done the same thing. So at some point, something's going to have to give, and it's time for Norwell's defense to make a stand.
Well, Norwell's defense has been the backbone of this team all year, and you'd expect them to, at some point, come up and make a stop. Last Huntington North drive, they drove down the field, but Norwell did come up with that big stop there at the goal line. But Norwell needs to not let Huntington North drive the field and take all that time off the clock and get the ball back in their offense's hands.
Booming kick from Graff goes inside the 5, but it is returnable for Luke Toich. And Toish is trying to move his way back to the middle. Cohen Bailey blows him up on special teams alongside Trace Mosier, and he won't make it back out to the 20.
Great kick and great coverage by the kickoff team for the Knights. That was a nice hit that Cohen Bailey laid there. You know, the returner kind of looked almost dumbfounded. Maybe wasn't expecting that hit.
All right, so Huntington North starts out at their own 18-yard line in the middle, and the Vikings have had no problem on offense so far tonight. It's 7-7, close to the end of the first half. The way this has gone, this very easily could be the last drive before halftime. Norwell won the toss. They deferred, and so they'll start the third quarter with the football. Landrum takes the snap on first down, hands it off. Lucas Thorne to the outside, and Thorne is dropped immediately, stretched to the outside, and maybe gained a yard. Luke Graft in on the tackle for the Knights, 2nd and 9.
This is huge for Norwell to maybe force a 3 and out here. Get the ball back quickly in your offense's hands. If you're able to get the ball back, have time on the clock, go down, get some points on the board, and then you get the ball after halftime, that'd be huge for Norwell here.
Well, and kind of to your point, Bo, about the defense being the backbone of this Norwell team, I think that can even be said in a greater sense in the entire rebuild for Josh Gerber. It's really been built on the back of the defense. 2nd and 9. Thorne, big hole. And Thorne is finally dropped out at the 25-yard line. Josh Gerber is going to burn his second time out, trying to save some time and get the football back. An aggressive play, and I think a good one at that. Well, Kathy Peterson's part of the Steffen Group, a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of real estate. With a strong customer service background, Kathy is committed to her clients throughout the whole transaction, and located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. Head on out to Green Valley Golf Club to hit a few on their driving range, putting green, or play around. Green Valley Golf Club, where your friends play. 2:49 left in the second quarter. It is 7-7, a vital 3rd down and 3 facing the Vikings coming out of this timeout.
Yeah, and something to watch here going forward with the unfortunate injury to Cole Peffley. Huntington North has gone to the right side the last 2 times after losing that left tackle, again to an injury. And so it will be interesting to see how Huntington North's offense goes from now on, and if Norwell decides to stack that right side of the Huntington North line in prevention of that.
All right, well, stick around for halftime. We'll get you some updates on what's going on across the area. Not a ton of big games tonight, but the one we're watching in conference is Columbia City and Leo. 3rd down and 3. Thorne through the middle and has a first down. Lucas Thorne gets 8 and easily moves the chains for Huntington North. That is an absolutely massive first down, and the Knights can only stop the clock one more time here in the first half.
Well, I was going to mention that was a great timeout by Coach Josh Gerber. It would have made it even better if Norwell ended up getting that stop there on 3rd down.
Right.
Now, Huntington North's able to drive. A little bit of a 2-minute drill here. Not quite the offense to run, a solid 2-minute drill, run-heavy offense. And you take a lot of time getting plays in, as you can see here. But with the way they're moving the ball, I wouldn't be surprised to see them move downfield here.
Toish has a hole. He's by Shelton. Toish into Norwell territory and finally shouldered out of bounds by John Colbert inside the Norwell 40-yard line. Luke Toish, the sophomore, another big run, and the Vikings are threatening again.
Great play. I mean, it was a quick hitter. Hit on the right side.
28 on the play, 1st and 10 on the
It's a big letdown there for the Norwell defense.
It's a first down for the Vikings. Close to 2 minutes left in the first half. And now the clock is stopped for whatever that's worth. And again, both these teams have been significantly run heavy. The Vikings have only attempted a couple passes to this point in the first half. Both of them incomplete. Toish again, right side. Toish a big hole. Toish down to the 30, and Toish has a first down. Down to the 28-yard line, he gets 10, the exact yardage needed for the first down. Another chain-moving run for Luke Toish.
Moving the ball at ease, like they have this whole first half. They've moved the ball. This is their 3rd drive of the half, and they've had no trouble moving the ball down the field.
And Toish only 29 carries on the season for 194 yards, and they're 2 big chunk plays to get Huntington North's drive here going.
Toish again, and this time he is met at the line of scrimmage and thrown down in the backfield by Luke Graff.
It's more like the Norwell defense. Now they just got to repeat that play about 2 or 3 more times, and That'd be a good stop to this drive.
Well, fellas, this has been a situation here for Norwell this year, quite frankly, where they have not been tested by a team that is definitely below their level. This is the first time that they've been tested to this point in the half. They've normally been in full control. He's going to try to throw over the top, and a one-handed attempted grab made, and it's bobbled before it drops to the ground, and it's incomplete. Dylan Trout, the tight end off the edge, was the intended receiver. 3rd down and 11 for Huntington North outside of field goal range.
I think this is 4-down territory here, Derek.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah. I mean, this is a punt does you no good here, and again, well too far for a field goal. Landrum takes the snap, hands it off to Toyce. Toyce across the 25, down near the 20, spinning forward, and is finally taken down at the 20-yard line. He's about 2 yards short of a first down with a minute left in the first half.
Well, now it's definitely 4-down territory. He picked up 9 yards on a 3rd and 11. That's...
Well, here's the deal, though. If you're Huntington North, you got to start moving.
Yeah.
You got less than a minute. Norwell's not going to drive the field here, and they're taking their sweet time, letting the clock run down.
They've got some timeouts left, don't they?
They've got them all.
Huh.
That's interesting. It is. And trying to drive forward, Thorne has a first down easily down to the 16-yard line. Clock will stop while they move the chains with 39 to go.
You got to think they'd take a timeout here. Maybe not.
And Huntington North's ability just to drive the legs and keep going is insane.
And now finally a timeout taken, but another 7 seconds bleeds off the clock. It has been an interesting clock management, to say the least, here before the half, but they're close to scoring once again. American Mortgage Service Company is helping individuals realize the dream of home ownership by providing a top-notch best mortgage experience. Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 353-3300. AMSC is an equal housing lender, and Craigville Appliance has been serving Northeast Indiana for 100 years. They buy in bulk all over the country and pass the savings on to their customers at 2383 North Main Street in Craigville. 32 seconds left in the first half. Huntington 7, Norwell 7. A shocking score, to say the least. Number 8 Norwell in Class 3A has trailed for the vast majority of this first half. Huntington North went down and scored on their opening drive. Then Norwell fumbled in return. The Knights just tied the game. And Huntington North is in the red zone for the 3rd time in this first half. All 3 drives have reached the red zone. That's a huge, huge point to make. They have moved the ball with ease, and they've got to be well over 200 yards in this first half.
Yeah, Huntington North's running game has not quit all night, but at the same time, don't fall asleep on the passing game. They're able to get receivers out there to the flats, and have hit a couple times against this Norwell defense.
They spread it out on first down. McCarver Landrum will throw. It's tapped immediately at the line of scrimmage, and it falls incomplete. And you know who's making the play there.
Yeah, got his big old paw up in the air and knocked that thing down. Great rush off the edge. Brody Bolin. We're gonna see more of him if they're gonna open up and pass it. We're going to see definitely more of him.
And you remember Bolin had one of those in the opener against Jennings County down at Knightstown, where he tapped it up to himself and returned it for a touchdown.
Great way to start the season.
Well, this is a lot longer to go. Down on this side of the field, Landrum to throw, takes a shot to the outside, looking for McCarver, and it's incomplete. They could not connect, and now it's 3rd down. And see, this is why I'm just a little bit surprised by the play calling. They had all their timeouts, and they very easily could have run it where they've had all their success in the first half, and now they just decide to take shots at the end zone. So it just seems to me a little bit of a mismanaged end to this second quarter. It might end up costing the Vikings points.
Yeah, I mean, they can stick to what they know and run, and see now they're going to go back into their formation. They get Norwell to jump.
Encroachment.
Yep.
Big penalty.
That's going to help out.
That's a big penalty.
Well, going back to what we were saying, I mean, you can stick to your guns and run the ball. If you manage the way you use your timeouts, you pick up first downs, that stops the clock. You get moving, get the play in a little quicker. Yeah, you might get into the end zone and you still have time to spare, but now you're kind of forced to open up and pass the ball, and you're not used to that.
You're not trying to bleed the clock to not allow Norwell to score, because they're not going to take a chance with this amount of time left, obviously. 3rd down and 5, down on the 11-yard line. It would be interesting if they don't complete a pass or get a first down here, if they try to bring on the field goal unit and at least give it a shot.
You got to think some of those referees are looking up at that sky.
Well, it does bring in it's well off into the distance. It's nowhere close here tonight. I mean, we're talking it's 50 or 100 miles away. That's just part of the deal of seeing things at night. But
Not sure what the holdup there was.
It is not threatening at all. 3rd down and 5. Snap back, handoff Thorne. Thorne to his right. Thorne still on his feet. Thorne towards the first down marker, and he's a yard short, and they will take a time. Well, now they're going to run the clock, and they're not taking a timeout. Why? 10 seconds left.
What's going on here.
They've got 2 timeouts, and now they take a
it.
timeout with 7 seconds to go in the first half, and decision time coming up for the Vikings as they've got 4th down and 1 on the 8-yard line. They need to get to the 7 for a first down. Actually, they're inside the 8, so it's 4th down and inches here for the Vikings. But a second timeout is taken. While we have a second, we'll let you know that Cleaning One Incorporated is your cleaning specialist. Commercial, home or office, windows, strip and wax, floors, sanitize your facilities, carpets, and so much more. Send Rob or Bob a message at office1cleaning@yahoo.com. 7.5 seconds to go in the first half. Huntington North has 4th down and less than a yard, but they've really given themselves no chance as they've got 2 plays left. If you run a play from scrimmage here and you don't get into the end zone, you're going to have 1 more play to run. Again, it's not my job to, well, it kind of is, but it's really not my job to say how to manage the end of the first half, but it's just been questionable to me.
Yeah, they've left a lot of time on the board, or let a lot of time leak off the board.
Right.
And, again, with all 3 timeouts in their pockets, most coaches are right in the official's ear as soon as they blow the whistle to call it down. I mean, they're calling a timeout. And
the play calling, too, where they wasted 2 downs on something they haven't even completed a pass tonight. All right, they bunch it up here on 4th down. Thorne, the handoff. He's into a pile, and he has the first down to the 5, but now they're down to 1 play with less than 3 seconds left, and they will burn their final timeout of the first half. So, again, decision time if they want to try, although I don't really understand going for it if you're going to try a field goal now. So it's going to be 1 play to the end zone here for the Vikings.
Be interesting to see the play call here. They've taken a couple shots to the end zone, but Norwell's had really good defense on them and breaking them up. But you're at the 5-yard line too, so it's tough.
Landrum not a real aggressive arm, not something that's gonna fire one into a seam and for a touchdown. He's gonna float it a little bit. Interesting to watch here. The fullbacks leaking out into the flats. It's going to be a huge thing for the Knights to watch if they decide to pass. But again,
I don't think they do.
I think Thorne has turned his legs and gotten 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 yards whenever he wanted.
I think you go to Toish here. Toish has really been the spark, especially on this drive. He has the 2 big carries to the outside. They're on the right hash. They could try to stretch it to the pylon. And if it's me, then I'm going with Toish.
Again, everything on this drive has been to that right side of the line. I wonder if they don't try to come back left a little bit.
Maybe a misdirection play.
I was going to say, you got to believe Norwell's going to overload the right side at some point.
You have to at this point. I mean, you don't really have choices if you're Norwell. All right, last play of the first half coming up right here. Huntington North needs to get it in the end zone for points. They're out of timeouts. Landrum rolls to his right. He tucks it. Nowhere to go. And Landrum is stood up, driven back, and that's the end of the first half. Wow. So, really, quite frankly, that is a really mismanaged end to the first half, and it bails Norwell out and keeps this game tied at 7 as we head to the break. As the Knights are able to weather a storm, Huntington North has had it on the 5-yard line or inside the 5 on all 3 drives in the first half, and they're only able to score on 1 of them. We'll take a break. We'll step aside. We'll check some halftime scores and relay them to you when you come back on the halftime show here at the Courtyard on senior night, tied at 7 at the break.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement. I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on October 14th and pay $14 for the entire month. Join on the 15th, pay you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA. Now through October 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County. Some restrictions apply.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists. They offer a great variety of cleaning services, commercial cleaning, cleaning windows, strip and wax floors, clean carpets, complete sanitizing of facilities, floor repair or replacement. They will also schedule a PM maintenance program.
At Cleaning One, your security is their top priority. They do a complete background check on each of their employees so you can feel good about letting them into your homes. For more information, give Rob a call at 260-409-2564 or give Bob a call, 260-403-7676. Or you can simply send them an email at officeonecleaning@yahoo.com.
Cleaning One Incorporated, your cleaning specialists.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. A place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family. This is ASEAN Assisted Living, where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
Hello, Tim Stephan Financial Group. It's been said nothing is certain except change. We must adapt to change to stay safe and move forward. What changes have there been in your life? At Stephan Financial Group, we would like to work with you and help with your future planning. Call me, Tim Stephan, or Michelle Stoller, 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group, 110 West Cherry Street, Bluffton, Indiana. Retirement, investments, savings plans. Stephan Financial Group can also assist with your personalized Medicare supplement, health, life, and long-term care plans. 260-824-8175. Stephan Financial Group. Solid planning, local service, professional advice. Securities and insurance offered through Thurston Springer Financial, a registered broker-dealer, member FINRA and SIPC, and Indiana Insurance Agency. Tim Stephan is a registered associate of Thurston Springer Financial and is doing business as Stephan Financial Group. Tim Stephan and Stephan Financial Group are independent of Thurston Springer Financial.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his team are poised to build the home you've always wanted. It isn't just a home, it's your forever home. Contact Barkley Builders at 260-622-7674. That's 622-7674, or find them on Facebook at Barkley Builders, Inc. Let Barkley Builders get started on your Barkley Built Forever home.
Back here at halftime of the Norwell Huntington North Week 8 matchup, 7-7. And fellas, that was quite a first half. Alex, we'll go to you first. Huntington North got whatever they wanted all night on offense in that first half. Obviously, if you're wondering why we're so late at halftime, Coy Peffley was significantly injured at in the late stages of the second quarter, and he was taken out of here on a stretcher. Really disappointing scene. It's something you never want to see, especially, well, any time, but in high school football even more so. But in any case, it's 7-7. Norwell had both their drives were passable, but they only had 2 of them in the first half. They fumbled on their first one, which really turns out to be the play of the game. But I think Huntington North, Norwell at this point, and there's really no way of sugarcoating it, the Knights have to feel fortunate to be tied at the break, because Huntington North very easily could have the lead by 1 or maybe even 2 scores.
Yeah, absolutely. In the pregame show, we were talking about Norwell's defense and how good they are and how they haven't given up a score in 10 straight quarters, and all of a sudden, Huntington North's first play goes for like 20-plus yards right off the bat.
21 yards.
21 yards, and they went from the 30 all the way to plus territory. And I mean that's huge as Knights fans here filed in. Norwell's already on their heels and defending an end zone. So Huntington North able to really punch Norwell right in the mouth right on the first possession. Norwell able to get him on the second possession, but as we said before the half, Huntington North's been inside the red zone on all 3 possessions and has only gotten away with 7 points. Knights have to feel fortunate.
Derek Decker with Alex Howard here at halftime. Couple of halftime scores from the area. South Adams leading Woodland 21-0 at the break. Also, the one that we're watching in the Northeast 8, Leo on top of Columbia City at halftime, 45-zip. So that is not a problem for Leo. Columbia City's defense is struggling big time. 45-0 at the break there. So really, if we had any hope of Leo faltering at some point, it's not happening tonight. Angola on top of Garrett, 7-6 at the break. The one from the ACAC, it's Adams Central over Bluffton at halftime, 42-0. Cherubusco, by the way, so there are officially delays. Cherubusco was delayed tonight due to that lightning that we've been kind of talking about that's happened really here all night, but it's been well off into the distance. Also close to halftime, the last update there, East Noble leading New Haven, and now officially at the half. East Noble on top of New Haven, 31-0. So they're taking some anger out. A couple of big halftime deficits, 45-0 Leo over Columbia City, 31-0 East Noble over New Haven. And of course, this one is the shocker here. Norwell and Huntington North all knotted at 7 points apiece. We'll take another break. We'll come back with the balance of the halftime show, followed by the third quarter on WellsCountyVoice.com, part of the Voice Sports Network and the IHSAA Champions Network.
American Mortgage Service Company, located at 1169 North Main Street in Bluffton. We specialize in helping individuals realize their dream of homeownership by providing a top-notch, best mortgage experience. We offer a wide variety of loan programs and the most current rates available.
Contact Angie Top or Jessica Best at 260-353-3000 or apply online at bluffton.americanmortgage.com. This is not an offer for the extension of credit or a commitment to lend. American Mortgage, NMLS ID 8246. Angie Top, NMLS ID 478736. Jessica Best, NMLS ID 613932. American Mortgage is an equal housing lender.
Bluffton Roofing Incorporated prides themselves on developing a long-term relationship with their customers, listening to their needs and suggesting the proper course of action, be it preventative maintenance, repair, or replacement. Bluffton Roofing and owner James Worth are GAF certified and are certified weather stopper roofing contractors. Bluffton Roofing is fully insured, protecting you and your home. Call 824-3564 or 307-6313. Bluffton Roofing Incorporated. Quality first home improvements.
Kathy Peterson of the Steffen Group is part of a select group of real estate and auction professionals that are changing the game of how real estate and auction transactions are handled. With a strong background in customer service, Kathy believes helping people is the most precious gift she can give and is committed to being a partner with her clients through the entire transaction. Contact Kathy Peterson at the Steffen Group at 824-6353 or drop her a message at Kathy, Cathie.Peterson at SteffenGRP.com.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on October 14th and pay $14 for the entire month. Join on the 15th, pay $15, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA, now through October 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County. Some restrictions apply.
At Corrective Chiropractic, we offer individualized treatment plans for patients of all ages, from infants to elderly, and even during pregnancy. Have you ever experienced a workplace, sports, or auto accident, or just suffer from chronic pain? Corrective Chiropractic can help. Knee, neck, shoulder, or back pain, headaches, migraines, allergies, muscular tension. Corrective Chiropractic can help. I'm Dr. Josh Bell from Corrective Chiropractic. We welcome patients from Bluffton, Yoder, Decatur, Bern, Montpelier, and the surrounding areas. Schedule your appointment today at 260-353-1400 and let Corrective Chiropractic help you along your journey to health and wellness. Corrective Chiropractic, 360 North Main Street, Suite A, Dutch Mill Plaza. Feel and function better.
Soaring high above, exploring our planet. Professional timepiece designed to take flight. Citizen ProMaster. Go beyond.
Daniel's Jewelers on North Main Street in Bluffton, where personal service and trust become part of the memory.
Is filled with fabulous golf courses that offer a variety of experiences and are as diverse and distinct as the regions they're in. And there is one right here in your backyard that you shouldn't miss. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton. You deserve a little time on the greens, so book your tee time, brush off your spikes, and get ready to play. Green Valley Golf Club, located at 2635 East, 150 North in Bluffton, just east of the Stone Quarry.
Head on out to Green Valley to hit some balls on their driving range or putting green. Call 824-4510 to reserve your tee time. Green Valley, where your friends play.
Always going to have sibling rivalry, and it's no different with the Heidi brothers. They went and built 2 dealerships right next to each other and filled them up with new Chevys, Jeeps, Buicks, Chryslers, Dodge Rams, and more. And some of the best late model pre-owned vehicles around, just so they could compete for your business with service, selection, and price. The choice is yours. Heidi Automotive Group in Bluffton, just 20 minutes south of Fort Wayne.
Nick Huffman, a Bluffton High School graduate, is ready to help you buy, sell, or build your dream home. If you're ready to start a new chapter in your life, now's the time. With historic low interest rates, houses are moving at lightning speed. Whether you need single-family, multifamily, agricultural, commercial, property management, mixed use, or land development, give Nick a call or text at 827-8255 or send him a message on Facebook at Real Estate by Nick Huffman. Nick is located at the Steffen Group at 107 West Market Street in Bluffton. His number again is 827-8255.
Good evening, football fans. My name is Nathan Shelton. As an advisor at Shelton Financial Group, my job is to help our clients plan for and adjust to the unexpected in life. That may be a change in employment status, a change in the tax code, or rising inflation. At Shelton Financial, our process, called the One Life Formula, is designed to help you work through the questions, concerns, and unexpected that may happen in your life. To schedule a time to discuss with us, please call our office at 260-436-7006 or visit our website at sheltonfinancial.com. Nathan Shelton, Investment Advisor Representative of USA Financial Securities, member FINRA SIPC, a registered investment advisor.
Back here at the courtyard, just a few minutes before the second half begins. One more score update that we left out in the first round through the scores. It's Belmont leading DeKalb close to halftime, 35-28, a shootout unfolding there. As it's not the first time DeKalb has gotten themselves into one of those. What we didn't mention, Huntington North played DeKalb in a shootout a couple of weeks ago. DeKalb going for two in the fourth quarter to win 50-49, and Huntington North's comeback attempt at the end fell a little bit short. So, Bo, as we kind of look back on this first half, it's 7-7. Alex and I firmly agreed that Huntington North probably should be in the lead at this point. The Knights have to feel fortunate about being tied at the break. Where do things turn for Norwell really on defense? Because that's the concern. Offensively, they didn't have a real trouble moving the football. They only had 2 drives, and the fumble was the only issue there. But defensively, there's been some real glaring problems in the first half.
Was it bad to say? They just got to figure it out. I mean, Huntington North's been, I guarantee you, at least 75% of Huntington North's plays are running to the right side.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And, you're running away from Brody Bolin, but somebody from Norwell's got to step up on that.
Look, and this is not the defense. This is not the first team that's tried to run away from Bolin this year.
I mean, I'm sure every team has, but Huntington North's had the most success that I've seen other than Leo on this Norwell defense, and they've literally gotten anything they wanted at will. I mean, they've had success on most of their plays. They've drove down the field. They've been in the red zone all 3 drives and only capitalized on one of them.
It's amazing, isn't it?
And they've controlled the clock. Time of possession Norwell offense only getting the ball 2 times. The first half is, if you're going to beat Norwell, that's how you're going to do it. You're just going to limit their possessions. And that's exactly what Huntington North has done.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I think this is a Norwell team, Alex, that is reeling a little bit at halftime, and it's going to be interesting to see how they respond. This is not at all a bad situation for them to find themselves in. In the grand scheme of things, this game doesn't mean a lot. Leo is going to win the conference. Norwell's going to be out of that picture when they head into next week, barring something unbelievable in the final week for Leo. But this is a game in sectional. Norwell's going to be a favorite against most teams in sectional 27. By the way, that sectional draw coming up on Sunday afternoon at 5 o'clock on IHSAA TV. You can watch that right here on the Champions Network. But again, Norwell is going to probably face some things. It almost seems like it never fails. The favorite always goes through a game where some things don't break their way and they find themselves in a tight game against an overmatched opponent. Seems to be what's happening here tonight.
Yeah, and absolutely. And most times a long halftime can hinder teams. But I think in this case, a long halftime is exactly what Norwell needed with the 20-minute extended halftime for the band seniors and the band full show.
Make adjustments.
It's good to make those adjustments as they see on sideline huddle and able to stop this run where they need to. At the same time, for Norwell coming back out, you need to keep the aggression up. You have to, at the line of scrimmage, you have to attack, get to the point of attack. You have to change the line of scrimmage 2 yards back in Huntington North's backfield. It really starts with stopping the run. That's all that Huntington North's been doing. That's what they're good at, and that's what they've gotten tonight is on the run game.
We'll step aside one final time when we come back. Third quarter begins on WellsCountyVoice.com.
When looking to sell or buy a home in Wells County, it's so important to work with an experienced full-time agent from the local area. I'm Bev Grish, and I'm beginning my 24th year helping families in the real estate business and would love to guide your family through the process. When you choose to work with a local agent who knows the Wells County market, you are a step ahead. I have built good working relationships with local lenders, realtors, inspectors, contractors, and appraisers, and it helps the process go smoothly. Whether you are buying your first home, a larger home, investment property, dream home, selling a long-time family business, or downsizing into retirement, I'm here to help. Heartfelt thanks for supporting me 24 years in the real estate business I truly love. Bev sells Wells at 466-1822.
We're here at Craigville Appliance celebrating the boys of fall. We love football season at Craigville Appliance. But with that being said, we know that sometimes it's a rainy, muddy day and you got to do the laundry when you get home. We know laundry stinks, but at Craigville Appliance, we've got the tools to take care of you. Come to Craigville Appliance or tell your friends to come over. We got brands like LG, Speed Queen, Maytag, Electrolux. The list goes on and on. Come to Craigville Appliance or check us out online at cappliance.com. That's C as in cat, appliance.com.
Imagine a place where you could live independently with support close by if needed. A place where you feel secure, stress-free, and with friends next door. A place where you're just a few steps away from assistance, nursing, or even rehabilitation services. A place where a team of professionals work every day to provide everything you need and care for you just like family. This is ASEAN Assisted Living, where you're close to home but far from ordinary.
In business since 1981, Barkley Builders has been building residential homes and commercial projects in Northeast Indiana, taking pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. With interaction between clients, vendors, and trade contractors, Barkley Builders meets the needs of homeowners to build their forever home. At Barkley Builders, it's all about you. It's your heart and your soul at the center of every design decision made. Josh and his
back half of the second quarter, and right now Norwell will start the third quarter with the football. They won the opening toss. They deferred. Guys, a stat that I think is kind of interesting considering Belmont is winning tonight. Since 2019, Huntington North is 3-0 against Belmont and 1-14 against the rest of the conference.
Wow.
That's a heck of a stat.
Who's that one win against?
That one win was definitely not against Norwell, and it was against DeKalb last year. So
okay,
that's the only win they've gotten. Now, of course, in fact, Huntington North hasn't beaten Norwell since 2017. Actually, 2016.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. I lied. It's 2018 would be the correct answer. Kind of some miscommunication on the return, and now it's a big return out across the 50, and this is coming back. And this is going to go for a touchdown. But it is definitely coming back. And that is Drew Ringer on the return. But blocking the back near midfield will bring this thing back.
Yeah, great return there by Drew Ringer, but again, a penalty will bring it back. But not necessarily a bad thing for the Knights. They, got a little noise here in the stadium, looking to put it back in that end zone here on offense real quick here and get up on the Vikings here.
It'll just set them up in average field position. It's going to be enforced from the 42-yard line as we get another call from our white hat, Kevin Brown, Indianapolis-based crew here tonight.
You got a hold.
I guess a hold. Okay. Could have called either one, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah.
You can see a pretty easy block in the back on the backside. So they'll start on the 32-yard line. It'll negate the big kickoff return from Drew Ringer, and first down coming up for Norwell, and this is an important drive, guys. Again, you talked about setting the tone on the opening drive for Huntington North. Well, Norwell's got a chance to take the lead on this drive, but again, establishing some offense. They've done it all night, but establishing some early gains will be important to keeping this drive sustained. It's a pitch to Graft on the first play. He's got a mile worth of space to work with, and he's got a first down easily. 14 yards on first down. Graft easily moves the chains.
Yeah, he had, like you said, a mile of turf to work with. Brody Bullen pulling around there, trying to lead block for him. Really had nobody to block. It was just Graft versus the turf there until Huntington North was able to stop him within 15 yards. Knights huge gain on first down.
This Huntington North defense, remember, gives up 346 yards a game. Graft again, this time to the opposite side, and Graft has another first down, and then he is clobbered at the 44-yard line. A heck of a hit laid by Colt Hacker, the corner, but it should be enough for a first down.
Good play by Norwell there. They motioned over Bodenheimer to the right and then pitched back to the left with Graff. To the opposite side, right side of the field. Good hit by that Huntington North guy, though, like you said. He got him by the ankles. The other guy gave a good lick on Graff.
Colt Hacker is second on the team in conference in tackles. Graft up the middle. And Graft has 7 pretty easily, so they've gone right for 14, left for 10, and center for 7 on their first 3 plays.
Yeah, Norwell's going to take a Huntington North approach here and punch him right in the mouth here on the first drive of the second half and do exactly what Huntington North did to them on the first half of the game, or first drive of the game, excuse me. Norwell's going to keep running it here, and again, that play behind Trey Bodenheimer is huge for the Knights.
Second down and short here for Norwell on their opening drive of the third quarter. Toss. And Graff spins out of a tackle. Does not have first down yardage. Met at the 36-yard line by a host of Vikings, led by Alex Gallegos, the outside linebacker. Third down and 2 forthcoming for Norwell.
Yeah, a couple whiff blocks there from Norwell. Offensive blockers, able Huntington North to get in the backfield. Again, good greediness there by Luke Graff to get at least a yard and make this third and very short.
Low-scoring affair, a limited possession game so far. That's a false start by Bodenheimer. I didn't think it was going to get caught. It was a little bit delayed on the flag call, but just an ever-so-slight turn of his left shoulder. Bodenheimer tried to get an early start, and now a big change from 3rd and 2 to 3rd and 7.
Yeah, unfortunate penalty there for the Knights, and
can't do it.
It can be a drive killer for sure, especially now, kind of in between. Like, you wish you could get it on a run, but you're not quite certain you can get it on a run, just in case Graft or Colbert gets tripped up here. So you almost feel like you have to go to the air.
Play action. Bodenheimer has it go through his hands. Would have been a first down. They've run that pass a lot this year with Bodenheimer, working him into the offense. He's got 8 catches on the season, a drop there. So back-to-back tough plays for Bodenheimer makes it 4th and 7 for Norwell.
That would have been a good way for Bodenheimer to make up for that false start. Right through his hands. Good ball
Nice.
by Bailey.
It was.
Good play call. I mean, they haven't ran that yet.
Not tonight.
And that's a good successful play for them. They're going to choose to go for it here.
Crucial 4th down here for Norwell as they're going to go for it.
Yeah, and they're rolling the dice a little bit. 4th and
Absolutely.
7 outside their own 40. This would give Huntington good field position if they don't get it. Bailey looking to throw. He's got time. To his right. Bailey has nobody open, now tries to reverse it. He's got Colbert wide open. Bailey doesn't see him, so as he throws it down the sideline, incomplete. And Huntington North gets the stop. Norwell turns it over on downs. They rolled the dice. Bailey missed the open Colbert on the opposite side, and the Vikings get a turnover on downs.
Yeah, in that situation, a scramble drill, you're looking for your receivers and levels towards the sideline that you're scrambling to, but at that time, he had time to look across the field at John Colbert, who was wide open. Everybody on this side of the hash, basically. It is a risky throw, but
it looked like
nobody
he
over
looked
there.
That way. He just didn't pull the trigger on it. He looked that way. I don't know if he didn't think he'd get his feet set in time to get that across the field, but yeah, Colbert had a lot of space to run if he would have got that ball out there.
Absolutely critical stop for Huntington North to start this third quarter. And now they're on offense again. And Thorne has a big space to work with again. And Lucas Thorne has 6 to 7 yards easily on first down. Same play, same story all night for this Norwell defense.
Man, right side run again. That's what they've been doing the whole first half, running on the right side. And they continue in the second half. I don't see him going away from it until Norwell stops them. There's no point in going away from that play. They've ran a counter to the right side. They ran just a simple draw play to the right side, and they're successful every time. So
Huntington North has completely controlled the clock in this game. Big push. Not enough for a first down. Out to midfield. And so Huntington North will have an important third down and about half a yard coming up here on the 50-yard line. This is a big, another big play coming for Huntington North.
Yeah, and that's something we haven't seen too much from the Knights today is like the whole defensive line, even some linebackers getting in on tackles. There's been a lot of solo tackles just because Huntington North has been able to get to the second level and even farther into the secondary.
Norwell's got a chance to make up for that opening drive turnover on downs with a stop here. Thorne gets caught up in the backfield. Graff drives him back with help from Aiden Rusu, and they lose a yard.
When your D-line's able to get a push like that and stop the running back in his tracks, it gives your linebackers time to get there and scrape and stop the Vikings there in the backfield. And a big 4th down here the Knights need to stop.
And they're going to punt.
Wow, first punt of the game here.
Hard to believe, isn't it? It's 7-7, and that's the first punt. Everybody's been going for it on 4th down. It's the first drive that will not enter the red zone for Huntington North. And now they'll line up like they're going to go for it. 4th down and a yard.
Norwell needs to watch the ball here. I think Norwell might try to get him to jump.
Yeah, I'm thinking, they do snap it. Toish, and Toish turns and has a first down. Luke Toish, Huntington North gets another big first down, a 4th down conversion, their 3rd of the night.
Yeah, I thought even Huntington North would maybe even go with a little pooch punt there with their quarterback.
Yeah.
But after a few attempts to try to see if Norwell would jump, they run the play anyway. And again, this Huntington North run offense here is pushing Norwell's front 7 around.
Oh yeah, they're controlling line of scrimmage. They have all night, and I feel like both sides. Norwell on offense is controlling the line of scrimmage, and Huntington North on offense has controlled the line of scrimmage.
Toish, Shelton makes the tackle. Inbounds at the 45-yard line. First down gain of 3.
Be interesting to see the stat lines after this game. A lot of yards gained and not a lot of points on the board.
Right. That's the thing, right? I mean, both these teams have put up some impressive offensive numbers, and it's been almost exclusively on the ground for both squads, which is exactly what we expected coming into the game. But, yeah, the points are not on the scoreboard to show for it. If you just looked at the score line for this game, you think defensive slugfest. That has not been the case at all.
Not at all. Man.
Thorne is dropped for a loss. Aiden Billiard getting pressure on the inside. Loses 2. Back to the 47-yard line. 3rd down and 9. Huntington has not had a lot of these 3rd and longs tonight. Again, coming into the game, Norwell was only allowing opponents to convert on 29% of their 3rd down attempts. And this is a chance for the defense to shine here.
And this 3rd and long right here could be a big turning point in the game because you get a pick. We're forcing Landrum to throw here. You can get a pick on this play right here. It could really shift the momentum in this game.
Oh, I thought Norwell jumped
almost
offside.
did.
Bolin did not get across the line of scrimmage, and Landrum won't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it looked as if Bolin almost jumped, but I don't know if he crossed the line of scrimmage.
I think he was definitely he was fooled on the play, but did not come across the line of scrimmage. Ends up making the tackle, and now this is absolutely a punt situation for the Vikings.
Now we see the first punt of the game, barring any sort of fake, which you never know.
Brock Krumenaker is the punter, the junior, averaging just 28 yards a punt. This is a short, wobbly kick.
And roll backwards as well.
And it rolls to the side and now backwards at the 30. And that'll go down as a 19-yard punt on the first one of the night for Krumenaker and the Vikings. And the Knights get the football back with 4:35 left in the 3rd quarter. Nathan with Shelton Financial Group has a goal to build long-lasting, deep personal connections with his clients. Visit their new location on the north side of Ossian in the old bank building. First down for the Knights on their own 30-yard line. Field position in this game, really save for the one possession where Norwell got it on their own 5, has been outstanding. And actually, that's the drive where they scored. It's 7-7, despite a huge night on offense in the rushing department for both teams. Just one turnover, and it's critical at the moment. Looming large. Graft, shifty, again out of a tackle. Graft busts it to the outside across midfield. Burst of speed. Wagner's the last one to try to catch him, and he will be dragged down into the end zone for a touchdown. Luke Graft gives Norwell their first lead of the night on a 70-yard touchdown run.
You know, I was sitting here thinking to myself, one big play for this Norwell Knights team could spark the momentum changing here, and I think you just saw it. Luke Graff streaking down the field, doing what he does best. There's about nobody faster in this conference than Luke Graff.
And the shiftiness on that play that he just demonstrated there, he evaded 2 guys that he stopped on a dime. The ability to stop like that is hard to be tackled.
We saw it on the first touchdown too. The ability for him to cut multiple gaps over and make a play is nothing short of amazing.
De Leon is good on the extra point. to make it 14-7. Graft with his 14th touchdown carry of the season. His longest is 88, but that was his third longest of 70 yards to give Norwell their first lead deep into the third quarter. Well, Barkley Builders has been building residential and commercial properties since 1981, and they take pride in building their clients the best project for their budget. Let Barkley Builders get started on building your Barkley Built Forever home. Give them a call at 260-622-7674. 14-7, and again, you mentioned it, guys. Sometimes it just takes one play. Norwell has not had that big play yet tonight until now, and it comes at a huge turning point in this game.
Well, that's huge, too, and it'll be even bigger if this Norwell defense comes out and gets another stop. That's just how you deflate a team like Huntington North. You know, they feel like, oh, you know, we're in this game. We're competing. We're tied 7-7 at halftime. We should have won that first half.
They should be ahead.
Should be ahead, maybe one or two scores at least. I mean, they were at the 5-yard line twice and didn't score. A team like that, and you're up high, right? You're riding that high, and then Luke Graff busts off a big run like that, and it just deflates you.
This bounces to the end zone on several hops, came down about the 10-yard line, and then bounded into the end zone, so Huntington North will start on their own 20. Well, this is the make-or-break drive for the Vikes. You know, a 3-and-out here with the way that Norwell runs the football could very easily spell the conclusion of this game because, again, whoever leads, and part of that is just the way that both these teams operate, but it's so hard to mount a comeback with the style of play that both these teams have offensively.
You saw it at the end of the first half. Huntington North they struggled with a 2-minute drill. They marched down the field. They got to the 5-yard line, and then, you know, they're unsure what play to run. Their coach isn't maybe calling timeouts when he should have, and that's a team like Huntington North. That's hard for them to come back from 2 possessions.
Thorne. Not a lot of room there. I don't think he got anything. Thorne is stretched out to the boundary. Aiden Billiard in on the tackle alongside Aiden Rusu, 2nd and 10.
Really nice job by Billiard. Somebody lit a fire underneath him because he is shedding blocks really well this second half.
Yeah, Billiard's made a couple nice plays already.
First half, I feel like he didn't make as much noise, and now he's really got it going right now.
Norwell showing blitz. They bring it. And now stacked up in the middle is the keeper, Keegan Landrum, the quarterback, who kept that on the play. 3rd down and 9. Bolin making the initial contact. And now an important play for this Norwell defense. They forced the Vikings into an uncomfortable 3rd and 9 again.
And in this half right now, Norwell's doing a much better job once they get past the line of scrimmage, going right down the line of scrimmage, not going 2-3 yards in the Huntington backfield, because by that time, the ball's already past you. Doing a lot better job getting down the line.
They spread it out on 3rd down, 3 receivers. That's unusual for Huntington North.
See a good pass rush here from the Norwell D-line.
Landrum to his right. Landrum tosses. Is it caught at the sideline? And it is for a 1st down.
Wow. Great catch. Went up and high pointed it. Cade Shelton was right on his back. Tried swatting at it. Just strong hands from Huntington North. Receiver there. That's a big pickup.
That is
certainly. If you go 3 and out there, that's tough. But that's a huge 3rd down conversion there.
At the 32-yard line, a big pickup is right. And just not a lot of – that's the first pass in my book that Huntington North has completed tonight that I can remember. 1st down sweep to the left. And it is another 1st down. Gallo goes out near the 50-yard line with a big carry to move the chains again and out of bounds. And all of a sudden, again, just one 3rd down play seems to spark this Huntington North offense into motion again.
Yeah, especially if you're Norwell, you're just about to get a stop. They're about to get 4th down. Huntington North converts on a really good play. You got to dig your heels back in and get back to where you were and stop the run.
And again, Huntington North has controlled the clock. They have really taken their time. They've been a deliberate offense. And they spread it out a little bit here on 1st down with 2 receivers. The 1st down carry goes to the fullback, Cam McCarver, for a couple of yards.
Good job by Blake Hafley there. He's outside linebacker, closed in on him. Made a tackle. He still got 2 or 3 yards on that play. But that's good job there. Norwell did make an adjustment. They only have 3 down linemen and more linebackers now, maybe to get them to flow.
It's a much more Huntington North-like look.
Yeah, in the first half they had 4 down linemen, and they were obviously getting beat on that. It's made a little bit of a difference here, but Huntington North still marching the ball here.
3 receivers, 1 in motion. Ooh, they make contact in the backfield, and it threw off the timing of that play. Noah Wagner lined up as a wide receiver and then motioned on a sweep and then did not get anything there as he was able to make his way back to the line of scrimmage barely, but he bumped into Landrum right out of the outset.
Another big 3rd down here. See if they spread it out. Looks like they're going to. Norwell can almost bring a blitz up the middle or something and see if it doesn't get picked up, because you know they're going to pass out of this.
I still think if they get yards, they probably go for it. It's just been that kind of game.
Spread out, but there is a pass.
Landrum pressure, flips it up. The ball comes loose. It is ruled incomplete.
It's Drew Ringer coming off the backside. He was flying off the backside. The blocker tried to get out to get him, but he got one.
And they're going to say try to stop us. And behind Brody Bullen there, you can't go wrong.
Luke Graff down here pacing the sideline with his helmet off. Maybe just a breather here.
Yeah, Colbert has been the featured back on a couple different drives tonight. I think we kind of saw that a little bit last week at DeKalb, where Colbert would get the bulk of the carries on particular drives. Again, both these guys average over 100 yards a night. Graff 146, Colbert 102. And both guys are over 8 yards a carry, and that's just an amazing stat to be in week 8 and being
for 2 guys.
Exactly, 2 different capable backs in this group. 3 receivers again on 1st and 10 after the first down run from Colbert. Toss to Colbert this time. Colbert stretching it to the outside. He gets dragged down by the helmet by Cam McCarver, the linebacker in the middle, and he is ruled to be out of bounds at the 37-yard line. So that will make it another play. Actually, they mark it at the 38. One more play coming in this 3rd quarter. And at what point, fellas, you got to bring this up now with the 7-point lead, but it feels like it's more than that. At what point do you try to pound this thing to the middle and keep yourself in bounds and keep the clock on the move?
I'd say right now. I mean, you don't waste any time. Start of the 4th quarter here after this play.
There it is. Colbert now to the outside. Colbert picks up a block into Huntington North territory and down near the 38-yard line. Finally tackled by Colt Hacker, who's been all over the defensive side of the football for Huntington North making tackles tonight. Big gainer down to the Vikes 48.
Fantastic block there by Cohen Bailey to set up that long run there by Colbert, and real good run to end the quarter there on, and Norwell threatening to score here when the 4th quarter gets kicked off here.
All right, we'll take a short break. Norwell up 7 for the first time tonight and threatening at home.
You've heard of Seize the Day, right? Well, this month you can pay the day at the YMCA. Join the Y on October 14th and pay $14 for the entire month. Join on the 15th, pay $15, and so on. The sooner you join, the less you pay. Get your family connected to healthy activities in a clean, safe environment with a membership to the Y. Save big with Pay the Day at the YMCA, now through October 31st. Visit fwymca.org for details. Offer valid at YMCA's in Allen, Whitley, and Wells County. Some restrictions apply.
4th quarter here at the Courtyard, 14-7. Norwell on top of Huntington North. It's been tight all night, fellas. Nobody's had more than a touchdown lead. We were tied for a significant part of this second half. Now Norwell has taken over. They're down to the Huntington 38-yard line. A big run by John Colbert there to move the chains once again. Colbert is in the game. No graft on this drive, although we don't expect anything bad at this point. The Knights have been able to do that a little bit. And you would think they've got a real chance to make this thing extraordinarily difficult for Huntington North if the Knights are able to score a touchdown on this drive. Colbert is stacked up. Pressure made on the inside. Bailey Landrum, the nose tackle, was really more shoved into him than anything else. And he is dropped for no gain.
Yeah, Derek, you talked earlier about at what point does Norwell just smash this thing down the middle and kind of run out this clock. I kind of think at what point do they maybe try to go over the top and really put this thing
that would put it
ice.
in the
Yeah, just bust off a big play here.
One big play. That was the story of the last drive. And that's a false start.
Yeah, they're going to nail Bodenheimer with leaning towards line of scrimmage there before getting going. And he's done that a couple times tonight.
He actually has a tendency to do that.
Absolutely.
There's a couple times where I thought they could have called and they didn't.
He gets away with it sometimes. But that's a good call.
Absolutely, yep.
It'll back Norwell up behind the chains, 2nd and 15.
Takes a 2nd and 15 on the 43.
The key here is to get positive yardage, pick up at least half this back, make 3rd down a little more convertible here.
Right. Yeah, it's a good point. Make it 3rd down and manageable. I still think it's 4-down territory if you're within a reasonable distance. Bailey looks to throw. Hasn't done this too many times tonight. Bailey leaves Shelton open, and he's got it down near the 10.
He was streaking over the middle, wide open the whole way. Finally saw him. Made it a riskier throw than initially should have been, but nevertheless, good pass and completion on 2nd and 15.
Noah Wagner finally brings him down at the 11-yard line. It's a big connection as the Knights get 30+ to set up a 1st and 10.
It's the second time Shelton's been open wide open over the middle like that.
Colbert shifting through the defense, finds his way down to the 6-yard line, gain of 5.
Yeah, and here's where Norwell plans to just muscle their way through to the touchdown here. I don't expect them to go back into the air.
Yeah, I think that'd be quite silly if they did. Because with the success they have on the ground, it's for sure just keep running it up the middle.
Heavy dose of the 2-5 here.
Yep.
Bailey to the outside alongside Morgan. Shelton at the top. Pitch to Colbert. Colbert stops on a dime, goes back to the middle, and the ball comes free. And was he still up? It's a turnover! Huntington North picks it up. Colbert slammed on the brakes, decided to cut it back to the middle, dropped the football for the 2nd time tonight inside the red zone, and the Vikings get a huge turnover.
And I was just thinking, watching this play, I said, just keep going to the outside, just keep going to the outside. He had blockers on the outside, decided to cut it in to where Huntington North was all gathering for him, and ended up coughing it up, the 2nd giveaway of the day for Colbert. And
Huntington
huge
North
blow here
having
for
a little
Norwell.
Having a little powwow on the sideline. Play clock's rolling here.
That's just a huge turnover here in this contest. Again, the 2nd one of the night. Norwell has not lost the turnover battle, I don't think, in any game this year other than maybe Leo. And they are, again, on the season, 15-5 now. That's with the 2 turnovers tonight. Well, there is no room to work there on the first carry of this drive from Lucas Thorne, who maybe lost a yard. 2nd down and about 11. Luke Graff making the initial contact.
And if you're Norwell, you want to keep him inside the 15-yard line here and almost force him to punt, because if they punt, you're going to get it on your side of the 50 for sure.
Yeah, a long way to go here for Huntington, as they're not in this thing yet, but they've kept themselves in this game thanks to a couple Norwell turnovers. Gallegos, 1st down. Gallegos all the way to the outside. They reversed it all the way across. Gallegos came all the way from the near side, ran it to the far sideline, and picks up 14 for a 1st down.
Well, that's the first challenge on this drive for Huntington North. You're backed up against your own end zone, and you pick up the big 1st down. Now you got room to work with. The playbook opens up a little more. You don't feel as cautious passing the ball.
Yeah, not so claustrophobic back inside the 5, and that's very important. And again, you give this team a little bit of space. Here's a play that had no room up the middle. Gallegos tried to carry out a fake, and instead the carry, it's kind of hard to see who actually got the football. It looked like McCarver, the fullback. No gain, 2nd and 10.
Coach Prescott has really fell in love with the sweeps here lately, and has used that to his advantage, motioning receivers across to give that look of a sweep and then trapping it down the middle.
Comes another man in motion. They'll try to run it behind the line of scrimmage. Noah Wagner. Wagner is stopped at the 21 as Drew Ringer again in on the tackle for the Knights. He has really been a difference maker in this 2nd half.
Great job right there by John Colbert. I know he didn't make the play, but he strung that play out. And he forced Huntington North to take that wider than they really wanted to. The running back wasn't able to cut it up the field as soon as he wanted to, and Norwell players were able to rally and make that tackle.
Yeah, much better defensive technique there from that side of the Norwell defense. On the other side, Trace Mosier and Klein Newinchwan really had problems setting that edge there on that last sweep that went for a first down.
Inside 8 minutes to go. 3rd and 7 for the Vikings. Landrum will throw it deep to the left side. McCarver goes up, and it falls incomplete. Guess who? Drew Ringer in on the coverage again for the Knights to force another punt situation for Huntington North.
Great play. Turned his head when he needed to. Good hip turn in the air there, and able to break that play up. There's a little linebacker on fullback competition there.
What Drew Ringer did really good there is once the ball was tipped by either one of them, he immediately tackled the receiver.
It's good technique.
And it's a perfect technique, especially for a smaller guy like Drew.
So it thwarts any sense of life that Huntington had on that drive offensively. And here's another short boot. Norwell's got to get away from this thing, and it bounces out of bounds. Krummenacher, they'll mark it back right at the 50. And so Norwell will take over there.
Well, Norwell fans thought the side guy was originally marking it down there at the
just correct. 45. The technique is to go past the spot and then come back.
That's correct mechanic. Everybody's just got to relax a little bit. Whatever. 14-7, Norwell on top. Are you looking to buy or sell in Wells County? Work with an experienced full-time agent. Bev Grish would love to guide you through the process with her 24 years of local experience. Bev sells Wells. Call 466-1822. Norwell starts on the 50 with a good chance again. Look, Norwell's had almost no trouble moving the ball in any drive tonight. 2 turnovers. It's hard to believe Norwell has the lead. Honestly,
yeah,
I mean, the 2 turnovers. Huntington North had 2 trips in the red zone that they didn't score on. First down toss to Graft. Graft has a first down. Nice run, and a patient one at that. Graft finding space, a gain of 10.
Yeah, the ability for these two teams to really take advantage of the situations they've been given is the reason we're at 14-7. They just haven't been able to. You know, Norwell has gifted Huntington North with 2 turnovers, and Huntington North hasn't been able to score on either one of them. And again, Norwell, they've had Huntington North in the red zone a couple times. Huntington North has turned it over. Norwell hasn't been able to capitalize. We're deadlocked at 14-7.
Graft has a couple of yards. Late flag comes in. It's interesting. Came in from the umpire.
It was an aggressive toss.
It was a nice toss. A personal foul is coming here, I think, against somebody. Hard to say who it was.
Interesting because
Bob Prescott's clapping like it's against Norwell, and
it came while the play was still going on as well, right before the whistle blew.
It does look like it's going to be against the Vikings or against Norwell. Comes the call from Kevin Brown. It is a personal foul, I guess.
Wow.
I don't know what that could have been, but it puts Norwell back in negative territory for a first down and a mile.
Might be personal foul for blocking too hard. I'm not sure what the penalty is there. I didn't see anything out of the super ordinary, but we're far away and don't know what was
during the play. I mean, it wasn't after the play, so it wasn't anything extra. But
being a licensed official, I'll trust his stripes.
That's probably a good call. All right. Toss to Graft. And Graft is swallowed up. No room to run for Graft. It'll set up second down from Yoder here for the Knights. Graft with another play where they just can't get off the line of scrimmage, and that play took too long to develop.
And that's happened after 2 personal foul penalties for the Knights today. The next plays have been very much so in the Knights' not in the Knights' favor. After those personal foul penalties, it mean a lot.
And here's the other thing. Look, it's second down and 21. The Knights, though, look, we're down to 6 minutes left.
Absolutely.
So at the end of the day, whether they get into the end zone here or not, it's not necessarily the most important thing. It's bleeding time, and now they're going to throw it. Bailey's on the move. He throws a jump pass complete to Bodenheimer. Bodenheimer trying to break it to the outside, still on his feet. McCarver throws him down out of bounds. And the Norwell fans want a late flag. No flag given. He is wrangled out of bounds at the 36-yard line.
Wow.
It'll bring up a third down and about 6 yards to go. In my judgment, looked to be a good no call as Bodenheimer got swung around, and McCarver had a hard time seeing where he was at before he got out of bounds. And a third down and 6 with the clock stopped for Norwell.
Good play there to get the third and manageable for the Knights and get this thing into a situation where you can gain a first down here by running the ball.
Bailey hands it off to Graft. Graft skips over a man. Not a first down, though, to the 32-yard line, 4th down and 2. And really not a tough decision here to go for it.
Absolutely, and I wish this is where Norwell had almost a hurry-up aspect to their offense. Where they could just get up to the line quick and run a play.
Or even if you just run a hard count.
Exactly. Exactly. You have to do something out of the ordinary to get the defense on their heels.
Got all your timeouts. Both teams do. In a 7-point game. 3 receivers on 4th and 2. Graft alone setback. Hand off to Graft. Powering up the middle. Graft. It'll depend on the spot, but I think he's got enough. Right at the 30-yard line would be enough for a first down. Oh, yeah, chains are moving.
Oh, yeah, plenty of room.
See, I think that'd be so much more effective if you go with a hurry-up.
Yeah.
In that situation.
Defense is not able to get set.
Yeah, it wasn't a creative play, right. But if you get to the line in a hurry, you can definitely throw off the timing of the defense. Neither team has been in a hurry at all on offense tonight. No question about that. That's just not the MO of who these teams are. Bailey pitches. Graft driven backwards. Nice tackle made by Bailey Landrum, the nose tackle. He's made a couple of nice plays on defense here in this second half.
Yeah, it might be time to get away from the sweep if you're Josh Gerber, at least for a little bit. He's been heavy on the sweeps today, and Huntington North has covered him pretty well, with the last one being against John Colbert there where he fumbled. So if you're Josh Gerber, I think you go with the sweeps, running between the tackles.
Now the footwork wasn't all that great from Bailey on that particular handoff, but Graft gets 5, and it'll set up a 3rd down and about 4, and that almost turned into a disaster there. It looked like something was off and a misstep by Bailey.
Yeah, to your note there, if the footwork's off, it throws off the timing of the play somewhere a little bit in the backfield, and you saw there kind of the timing with the offensive lineman pulling just a little bit off there. Still good run there from Graft.
3rd down and 4. Probably still outside of field goal range for Norwell. Graft has a first down, so it will not matter as he drives forward inside the 20 down to the 17. It's another chain mover, and now if you're Huntington North, you're going to have to start thinking about using some timeouts.
Yeah, absolutely, which they haven't. Evidently, Coach Prescott isn't comfortable using his timeouts here late towards the game, as we saw in the first half. Clock management is a little poor on that side.
Well, here's the thing, too. This is not a quick strike Huntington offense.
No, exactly.
They do not have the ability to throw the football. They've completed 1 pass tonight? So, I mean, probably on this play, unless it's a big one. Graft back to the middle. Graft skirts forward down inside the 5, and it is a first down at the 4. So it might not matter. If Norwell gets it into the end zone, this thing's probably over anyway.
Absolutely. At this point, you almost might as well let him score to give yourself even more time to be able to come back. But like you said, 3 minutes, 2 scores is really tough. If you're Huntington North, you got to try to go for a turnover real quick. But they're not even giving you the opportunity. They're not even getting a hand on Luke Graft until 3 yards.
3 minutes left, Bo.
A slant to Kate Shelton right now if he gets inside would be nice, but
instead they go simple to Graft, and he does not have the opening he was waiting for, and he gains none.
Huntington North's just completely bailing it out, and you trust a guy like Kate Shelton to go up and get a ball.
How do you not use a timeout here?
Yeah, I don't
get
understand.
it. I mean, look, if Norwell gets a touchdown here, I guess it's probably over anyway, but you got to try.
They're going to go with John Colbert here in the backfield. Try to punch us in the end, but again, to your point, Huntington North.
I said I wouldn't harp on it, but I'm going to because it's a huge part of the game.
All right.
Colbert up the middle, close to the 1.
But that's good for Norwell.
Yeah, and there's finally a timeout used by the head coach Bob Prescott, the first one of this second half. While we have a minute, we'll let you know that Ossian Assisted Living is a place to live independent, secure, and stress-free with all the assistance, nursing, and rehabilitation services you need, provided by a team just like family. Ossian Assisted Living. 2:15 to go. 2 timeouts left for Huntington North. 3rd and goal on the 1 for Norwell. A play away from probably putting this thing in the freezer on what has been a very odd night here in Ossian. This is one, again, obviously you can build on some stuff that you see on film, but really this is one you just kind of want to burn and move along from. It's a good one to get out of your system here in Week 8 to tune up before sectional with Columbia City next week.
Yeah, when you got cobwebs here on offense and cobwebs on defense, obviously, It's one of those, you point out a couple things on film, but you're just looking ahead to Columbia City after this thing's over. You got focus going onward, upward with the sectional draw coming here on Sunday, too. You kind of shift your eyes a little bit to that sectional.
Takes the snap. Colbert didn't get in. Colbert driven backwards at the 1, and quickly a timeout called by Bob Prescott. Second of the half. And now all of a sudden, if Norwell doesn't get in, Vikings still have a shot.
Yeah, Knights tried to spread out another receiver out wider there to try to get an extra body out.
But, of course, he's only been back with the Knights for a couple of games now. That field goal was from 26 on the left hash against East Noble a couple of weeks ago. This one from the right hash. It's notable that the one that he missed, he is coming out, by the way, the one that he missed last year against East Noble on the road was from the right hash, although it was from a much deeper distance at 37 yards.
A little chip shot here for De Leon.
It is. It's an extra point, but it's off-center.
Yeah.
It's actually shorter than an extra point.
Shorter, yeah.
So this is an 18-yard field goal for De Leon.
When we pulled up today, we did not think a De Leon field goal would be the icing on the cake here for Norwell.
Just inside the right hash. You can be sure the Vikings will bring everybody that they possibly can here trying to save the game. Holds good. De Leon got it. And that puts the Knights up 2 scores with 2:07 to go. It hasn't been pretty. This is, all in all, a pretty forgettable senior night for this group, who has been capable of much better. But that gives the Knights some breathing room here with a couple minutes to go.
Yeah, and good game management there by Josh Gerber, just to take the points and put this thing into a for sure 2-score game. And all the Knights have to do now is keep Huntington North out of the end zone quickly.
Right. And they only have 1 timeout to work with. They had to utilize some of those down to that goal-to-go situation.
Look, you're going to have a couple games like this.
Well, it's been the only one they've had so far this year.
And hopefully it is the only one. But
they really didn't have any of these last year.
No.
And that's the surprising thing about it.
Yeah, it is. But in the gist of things, if they end up winning this game, a win's a win, and you still only gave up 7 points. So.
Oh, yeah. But again, look, the 7 is a little deceiving because they turned it over twice on downs in the red zone. In fact, in goal to go. So they gave up. I will be interesting to see. I mean, what? They gave up probably 250 easy on the ground.
Oh,
tonight.
yeah, for sure.
And this is a defense, guys, that's given up 132 a game, 188 total yards on the season defensively. So this has been in my opinion, the Knights' poorest defensive performance. Because Leo was a much more quality opponent, obviously. He was still undefeated. Luke Toish on the return for the Vikings. And he makes it back to the 25 before he is met there by a couple of Knights. Braden Rolston in on the stop for the Knights on special teams. Huntington's got to go quickly, and they only have 1 timeout to work with here. They've got to go in a hurry.
Well, Norwell's played really solid coverage in the Huntington North passing game so far. And as long as they keep locking down the receivers.
They have.
And as long as they keep locking it down there.
And they obviously have to throw it basically every down from here on out.
Yeah, and Landrum doesn't really have the arm strength to really drive it down the field, so they're going to have to pick their corners here and get out of bounds.
Yeah, and that's – well, they got trips out to the left. First time we've seen this.
First snap to Landrum. He will throw it left, and the tight end, Bailey Landrum, was not turned around.
He got tipped at the line of scrimmage, too.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was Bowen or...
Well, regardless, it was not going to be completed because Landrum had not turned around yet. Timing wasn't exactly on point there. Second down.
We'll see if they... obviously, they have to pass it, but take shots down the field. You just try to get chunk yardage here. In Norwell, if you're the defense, you just don't let anybody behind you and keep everybody in front.
Norwell brings 4, and that's well overthrown for Dylan Trout, the tight end, the other tight end.
And Landrum's given everything he has into that throw, and I mean,
just doesn't have much
hoping his receiver got there in time, and they're just trying to make heaves down the, Hail Mary heaves.
It's obviously uncomfortable here for Keegan Landrum, who has thrown 8 interceptions in conference. 85 attempted passes on the year. They've attempted far fewer than normal here tonight, although stats will balance things out here with this last drive. But it's been a run-heavy game for both teams. 3rd down and 10. Landrum to his left. Bolin smacks him, and it's intercepted. Blake Hafley inside the 10 and dragged down, and that'll put it away. Brody Bolin applied the pressure that caused that interception by Blake Hafley. Hafley comes up with his 2nd pick of the year. It's the Vikings' first turnover, and that'll end it.
Yeah, for your Norwell defense, you just kept dialing up pressure there because, one, Huntington North's O-line could not handle it, and 2, the quarterback's not – Landrum is not good enough, does not have a strong enough arm to fight through that pressure and make a good throw quickly, and it pays off for the Norwell defense.
Well, that was a mistake of the Huntington North play callers to run a route or run the quarterback to Brody Bolin's side. I know as the wide side of the field and as defensive coordinator, that's smart to put Brody on that side, but you roll to Brody's side, he got straight through the line of scrimmage.
Norwell has to burn a timeout here. Josh Gerber's pretty frustrated. They were way slow getting out of that change of possession, but no reason to take a delay of game. They can't exactly take knees because they will run out of time, but they can run a couple of runs. You just really at this point, and I know it would put them up 17 anyway, but you want to stay out of the end zone. This is one of those situations where if you score, it actually gives Huntington North a little bit of life rather than just keeping the football. So unless something really crazy happens, the Knights are going to go to 7-1 on the year, likely hanging in the top 10 in 3A. This will improve them to 5-1 in the conference. They're destined for that 2nd place slot once again, finishing behind only Leo. This Norwell team has their sectional draw, so does Huntington North on Sunday night. And when you look at the entirety of the sectional, Norwell is a heavy favorite, really, in most games, and will be. Colbert is kind of moving to the middle, and it's an interesting guy to have the football who's fumbled twice inside the 5 here tonight, but that's instilling confidence in a backup running back, although really an RB2 A and B option, if you ask me, but the junior has it secure. Huntington North not using their timeout with 1:20 to go. They could take it down to a minute on this play, and then Huntington does have a timeout, so they can't run it all the way down. And now Norwell gets to the line of scrimmage quickly. Bailey sends Morgan in motion, throws a backwards pass, and Morgan is going to dive forward at the half-yard line, and he's down outside the end zone.
He got hit hard.
And he just got him blasted, and I am honestly just appalled at the play call. I mean, he threw a backwards pass when you're up 10 with a minute to go. That is amazing.
Well, I don't know if they were just trying to get Morgan a touchdown for his game back, but that –
with starters in the game, when you can essentially take knees, and a guy that's been battered by injury all year long, and you put him in a situation like that.
From the 1-yard line.
I just don't get it.
If you're going to do that, might as well just hand it off to him.
It's 17 to 7.
Just give him a jet sweep
yeah.
or something.
Yeah.
I mean, and if he fumbles there, because it's backwards, something crazy happens and Huntington picks it up, that's just... All right, moving on. 3rd down and goal.
And now you're going to take a knee and the game's going to be over.
Well, they've got a timeout. So they do take a knee, so they could call a timeout, but they won't. Bob Prescott's going to allow this thing to run down, and Norwell will win this game 17-7 in absolutely ugly fashion. The offense really wasn't all that bad here tonight, but defensively the Knights got gashed in a lot of different ways. A senior night victory coming here for this Norwell team. They win it 17-7 here at home as they wrap things up with Columbia City next week. Again, Alex, we'll start with you. A game that Norwell has some things to take away from as far as facing adversity, but one ultimately defensively that you just want to put behind you and move on.
Yeah, you got to put this game behind you. And again, going back to the last series, I gotta go there. I'm absolutely appalled at Josh Gerber's play call there, and you get a senior leader back from an injury that he's dealt with the whole year, and you put him in a situation like that. Josh Gerber will be lucky if he didn't lose Bo Morgan for the rest of the season with that move right there. That's absolutely terrible.
Well, looking at Morgan,
I think he's okay. He looks all right. Yeah. But either way, look, we'll move to next week. Columbia City is a team that got blasted by Leo tonight. Their defense has really struggled all year long, but they've got the guns to do it offensively. There's no question about that. They've got the playmakers. Obviously, Greg Polt is the centerpiece of that offense, and he went over the top several times when he had T.J. Beldwell, their star receiver, last year here at the Courtyard, and they almost took away a win. Norwell had to win in a shootout.
Well, Norwell had to come back and win that game.
Big time.
Columbia City was up big, and they just came out and punched him in the mouth. Norwell's got to go up. It's a new Columbia City field. I'm
excited. I am excited to get up there.
These Norwell players should be excited as well. It's a cool facility up there, but Columbia City game's always tough because you got sectional at next week, and you know your opponent already, and it's hard not to just it's hard to just focus in on the Columbia City game. In the realm of things, that Columbia City game really doesn't matter a whole lot,
right.
And you're looking forward, because I remember my senior year at Columbia City, we got pounded by Columbia City because we knew we had Belmont next week, and we knew we could get Belmont and get a sectional win.
Norwell wins tonight, 17-7. We'll be live next week from Columbia City in the new facility. To us, it's now 2 years in, but it's our first trip up there, and we're looking forward to seeing you once again for the final regular season broadcast next week on Wells County Voice. For all of us here at The Voice, including our owners Scott and Dale Menser, my partners Christian Bohanna, Alex Howard, I'm Derek Decker saying so long and God bless.
We hope you enjoyed this broadcast of high school sports on The Voice Enterprises. Remember, none of this would be possible without the continued support of our sponsors. Please use their services whenever possible, and when you see them, tell them thank you. Join us again next time on The Voice Enterprises.